Good morning. Wow, three in the live, three likes. I had my awakening at age 33. And what just happened to me this morning is quite simply wild, but phew. I woke up. The first thing I do, I check my Patreon because I know there's people all over the world who message me in these different time zones. So I don't want them to feel like I'm ignoring them. So the first thing I do, I grab my computer, I check, I get up to date, and then I have my shower, my breakfast, and everything. And it said I wasn't able to sign in, so I was just presumed that maybe I made an error with a typo. And it said this account has been disabled. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just another issue here. So I went to go change my password. And as I went to my email, I had an email from some guy called Bellamy. And he told me that my account has been removed. Hi there, this is Bellamy on the trust and safety team here at Patreon. I'm writing to inform you that your account has been removed for violating our benefit guidelines. Patreon was created to fund the creative class. However, you cannot use Patreon to fund anything illegal, abusive towards others, or that abuses our site in a technical way, such as access to betting or gambling products or services. Because of that, we'll be removing your create page. Now check this out. I'm 20 days into the month. I worked my ass off for this community. I was making $2,500 a month. And it says this: I've checked your creator balance and there are no final funds to be issued. I've also attached a CSV with your current patrons' information. Our team takes the removal of pages very seriously, and we only commit to this action after a thorough review process. If you would like to appeal this removal, which is not going to do anything, please send over anything that you believe is relevant, and we will review your response. Warm regards, Bellamy. So I'm gonna check the span from my birthday to this. I'm sure they've fucking with me, or whoever it is. Who knows anymore? Wow. 2 months and 6 days after my birthday, that 26, and my whole video was about Kobe. They've done this to me, guys, on the 171st day of the year. And 171 is the 18th triangular number, which is all about IHS. 18 I always talk about. So I don't know what to do now. I ain't going to get upset. I'm not going to spit my dummy out. I had a moment with God last night, and I really don't care what you say. People who mock me for saying I'm being guided by angels. I had a moment with God last night as I did that video about Kobe, Revelation, and coronavirus. When I was reading out biblical verses, when I was reading out Revelation, I was reading this in the middle of the night, and I had a moment with God. So I'm not scared, man. I've just lost my main income by far. I've just moved to a new apartment, which was pretty much twice as much money than what I was paying. So I've informed a few people, they just said, set up another one without sports picks. I don't know how easy that's going to be. I don't know if anyone's going to support it. I don't know. But the fact that I'm 20 days into the month and they're saying you're not going to get anything. So I don't know what's happened with all the money that you guys have paid me $10. As far as I'm aware, you can still access the content, but I won't be able to publish any. You should ask for a refund. If they're not giving me the money, you should try and get a refund now. So I've been doing Patreon for 2 years. And right after I do my video about God and Revelation and saying Satan's not going to win, they remove my page and they blame it on gambling, which I've been posting for 2 years, which multiple other people do. Zach Hubbard's been doing it for I don't know how long. And they get rid of mine. And people say I'm not the real deal. YouTube haven't taken down my channel. I've just had Patreon that was paying me $2,500 out of nowhere, completely out of nowhere, remove my page without a warning. So I don't know. I have to get my thoughts together here. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I was hoping to go to England for September. How am I going to afford that now? I have to find a way, I guess. It's just hit me now, and I said last night to my mate Red Bull Monkey, I said, I'm willing to die for the truth. I'm willing to be homeless. I'm just willing to give up everything now for the truth. And I guess I've been tested again. I got tested when somebody scratched my car badly. When I said I don't care about materialism, then boom, somebody scratches all down the side of my car. I was like, okay. But this one's hard because I literally created a family on that Patreon. Ugh. So what next? My YouTube channel gone? Probably. Somebody's onto me, a group of people, I don't know, Satan, whoever it is, this will be gone soon. And then what? Oh God. So it's so strange because you think I'd be absolutely devastated and distraught with what's happened. I've just lost my main income. Like now I'm literally at this point now, I'll be struggling to pay rent. I never thought that would ever be the case. I did always have in the back of my head that Patreon can go at any time. I've been talking about it recently. I said, I work all these jobs because I know at any time they can just remove my page. I knew in my soul. I kept saying it recently, everything I say out loud. I was like, I do these other jobs because I know in my soul at any point they can just take my YouTube channel down. They can get rid of my Patreon. I didn't think with Patreon it would be so harsh to get an email and it's all gone. Like with YouTube, you get warnings. They ban you for a week. Like Patreon could have maybe banned me for a week and said, hey, Illusion, we've just seen you doing this. Stop doing it. Just gone. The account's gone. The account's gone. And I apologize to all of you who are there and it brought you joy and you felt like a part of a family. Because I did. The best thing about my Patreon was that. And now I don't know what I'm going to do. This is a real shock. I'm not going to be making jokes today or doing impressions like I did yesterday. I can't do that today. So yeah, I've just got to really reflect now. It's the summer here, so all the football's basically being cancelled. All the parents go on vacation. I was doing Patreon, my main income by far. I could have lived off it. YouTube makes me literal peanuts. My coaching, I was doing it as a bonus because I just love to coach. I wasn't doing it for financial reasons. And then the teaching English online, that barely makes me anything, but I love to do it. And then the life coaching I've just started. I don't know if that's my calling, especially with what happened. When I did that video yesterday, guys, and I was reading out Revelation, something came in me. I swear down. Something came within me. I don't know if it was the Holy Spirit. I don't know. But then to have my account deleted right after that happened. And how long have I been saying now? Jeez. How long have I been saying now that I don't want to decode sports anymore? I'm past that. This is bigger than that. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not interested in pro sports, whether it's watching them or decoding them or gambling. I had no interest in them. And then, boom, they take my channel down because I'm violating the website, which I've had for 2 years. You can't access my page, Happy Face Man. I don't think so. Zach is probably in on it, yeah. And that Itachi, the day before, I absolutely ruined him because he tried to call me out. And then the day after, my page is down. How is Zach's page not being taken down on Patreon when he posts pics? And he has been for years. Maybe he has had it taken down. So here's a warning to any of you who are setting up a Patreon and you want to make a living out of it. Be careful. And the reality is, guys, even if I wasn't doing sports picks, they would have taken me down. They know what I'm doing. They know that I'm being guided at this point, that I'm exposing so much. They know it. They know it. And that's why they've got rid of me. It's nothing. Do you think these people care about me giving out sports picks when the people on Patreon own the bookies? They own all of it. Do you think they care if I'm so-called promoting gambling? No. Not at all. That's not what they care about. They care about that I'm exposing Satan. Benefit guidelines. Hope you well outside of losing your Patreon. I don't know. I was doing great. I trust God. I trust the universe at this point. I have a lot of talent elsewhere. Patreon was a great ride. I did amazing work there. I met amazing people. I made very good money. But now I'm in a situation where I don't know. Do I have to go back into school? Do I set up Patreon again and just do nothing about pro sports in regards to picks? I don't know. Could I set up Patreon and do the sports and then set up a Discord with the code? I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit overwhelmed. Sign a petition. It won't work. It's like the pounding pavement shit that they go on about. Signing a petition's not gonna help me. If these people have got it in for me, they've got it in for me. Yeah, you can't give betting advice or something. Your last post was at 6:26. No, bro. Kobe's draft date. Oh. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't look at that. Move to another platform. I don't know any other ones. I'm not very good with technology. I have to sit down and think about this. But that moment I had last night with God, and then my Patreon gets taken down. I ain't blaming God for this. Told you the beast is reigning for 42 months, and he's reigning right now. Anyone like me with a powerful spirit is going to be truly tested, because I ain't going to play along with this beast system. I'll lose absolutely everything as long as I don't lose my... So do they refund us? You should ask. I hope they do. Thankfully, you guys got 20 days of amazing work. It's not like it's happened one day in and you've lost $10. You got 20 days. I get nothing for this month. Zero. Not a penny. They're not like, okay, we'll pay you 2/3 of what you were going to get because you 20 days in. And like I said, it's the money's gone to the Illuminati. Yeah, that $2.5 grand that I was going to get at the end of the month is going to them. They're getting that. They are getting that. Who else is getting it? Them. For what? There's no warning. Why is there no warning? Hey, Illusion, no more promoting gambling. Okay. Just gone. And yeah, they'll say you can appeal. Come on, guys. Appeal? Okay, Illusion. There you go. We've changed our mind. No, it's done. You're going to support me, Holly. Thank you. This happened to somebody else who was doing amazing work. It's weird. Somebody messaged me on Patreon. They said, you may have to be careful of this. He was making so much money off Patreon, and they deleted his account. And all he was doing was talking about God. That's all he was doing, talking about God. And they deleted his account. He lost all of his income, and he can't pay his rent now. And then he set up a GoFundMe account. I need the aircon on, but now I'm going to even be thinking about that, which is outrageous. Oh, wow. Wow. I was literally up all night reading this, and I'm going to need it more than ever now. I'm going to literally need it more than ever. If I'm right about revelation occurring 9/11/2023, it's not far off. It's not far off. Bo, your Patreon's still up. Well, I hope nobody complains about it. It's interesting they take it down once you bring up God. People get attacked for the real truth. Exactly. They had no issue with me decoding sports and calling futures. They didn't say anything about that. I was doing it daily. Sometimes 2 to 3 times a day, a sports pick, nothing in 2 years. As soon as I did my most incredible video, which was all about God and revelation and Satan and how it all syncs up with Kobe, I really got to the bottom of it. It took me 2 years of insane work to get to the bottom of why is Kobe synced up with it. I always said it was revelation, but I never understood revelation. And then a few weeks ago, I'm in a little library, and within 3 seconds, the only book that catches my eye is Revelation. When there was hundreds of books, it got me. It called me to grab it. And I swear, I didn't go to a library intentionally. It's by my apartment. It's just, I think it's where people just leave books so you can grab them and put them back. I ain't putting that one back. Spiritual warfare. It's a war against spiritual wickedness. This isn't flesh and blood. And thank you so much, Maverick. You've always supported me. But I don't know who it is. I can make accusations. There's no point. I can say it's this guy, it's that guy. This is Satan. This is attacking my spirit. And I'm going to flip it and say, this is going to build my spirit more. I have to sit down after this live stream. I have to think how on earth I'm going to pay everything now. Because right now, without Patreon, I can't pay for all my outgoings. And I didn't really I'm not flash. To put it this way, I won't be having lunch and dinner out anymore. That's gone, but that's something that's fine. At least soon I pay my car off. I think I've only got about 6 months left of that. But then I've got to figure out, okay, I need enough money to pay this rent and pay for food and my bills. And other than that, I don't need much else, do I? I don't need the gym. I don't need to pay for that. So, yeah, I'm not going to set up a GoFundMe that people are messaging me. I ain't going to do that. I may set up another Patreon where maybe this is God saying, you need a fresh start, Adam. You're done with sports. Maybe you only get 20 people supporting you because they don't really care about the truth, really. They care about making money. And maybe that's what I need to do. I don't know if I can. I'm sure there shouldn't be an issue with a different email. I can still call myself The Illusion, I think. And then basically just have a Patreon for a family, for life counseling or life coaching or just sharing amazing content. It's coming to an end soon, guys. YouTube, and you're not going to have access to the internet unless you get the mark of the beast. I'm telling you, that's where it's going. Soon you're not going to have access to anything. So I don't know, maybe deep down, it's like why I gave up my stunning house, why I gave up my amazing wife, why I never had kids when I knew I'd be a great dad. I've been chosen for this battle, man, and I'm ready. I'm ready. Yesterday, 2 people threatening to shoot me. Why? Why would you do that? Just open a PayPal. I have a PayPal, but I don't believe it's fair that people send me money for me not doing anything, unless you support me for doing live streams and that. This is the thing with this beast system. I don't need a lot of money. I was making very good money, which I thought I earned, but I didn't need it. But it's always nice to be comfortable and not worry about your rent. I do have a PayPal, but again, like I said, people pay me 10 months on Patreon, and the content I put out was well worth that. I don't think it's right that I just say, hey guys, will you send me money every month to my PayPal? No, I don't feel that's right. I have to give more than just going live for you. PO box, have your money to you. Not in Mexico. It don't work. Can't get anything delivered to you. Create something, bro. GoFundMe or something. You aren't alone. I appreciate that. I need to think about it. Your reaction and action right now will set the tone for your next course. Speak life and talk about what you want. Thank you, Lady Hawk. Like, I'm surprised I'm not crying right now. I should really be crying. I've just lost $2,500 a month, something I've built with so much hard work. I went from having like 2 or 3 Patreons all the way up to 304. And then I, just for more mockery, I checked my email. I got a new person sign up. So another one. And he's literally just signed up today. I apologize to you. What's your name? Again, I don't know why I'm apologizing. It's not my fault, but Ian Morris, thank you so much that you're supporting my page. And as soon as you sign up, my page gets removed. So I don't know. I really hope you can get your money back. Ephesians 6:12, yeah, spiritual wickedness. 6:12, which is just, it's like your 126. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what's happening here. You can say it's a jealous person that's complained, or Zach and his little shills have done it. Maybe, what if they do it again? What if I set it up again and they do it again? That's the thing. That's the thing I'm a little bit apprehensive about. If I set up another Patreon, how long before that one's gone? Because of whatever reason. If this is spiritual wickedness, they ain't gonna allow me to do it. But again, Satan, I ain't scared of you. You're not gonna break me. You ain't gonna break me. You'll make me stronger. And every day, like, if I just have enough money to get closer to God, and I ain't necessarily saying I'm going to go on the streets preaching. Okay, I ain't going to be that guy on the streets preaching where people think I'm a lunatic. But this is big what's going on now, guys. This isn't just some little virus that they've put out there, or starting a civil war, or they just want to completely change the economic status of the world, the monetary system. This is good against evil. This is good against evil right now, and you have to pick a side. And this is going to keep me. This is going to keep me sane, to be honest, reading this, because it's all meant to be. I've just lost my Patreon today, and it's meant to be. It has to be. It really has to be. It's just, wow. I kind of lost for words. It's not like me to be lost for words. The ultimate purpose of God is to dwell with man. Man is to be blessed in God, and God is to be glorified in man. Exactly. Exactly. And God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with swelling thereof. If this all happens, if all this revelation plays out and I witness this, I'll smile. I won't be scared. I won't be hiding away in my apartment. I'll smile. I'll smile. Because the reality is, God's in a battle against evil. And he's going to win. And he's going to win. I have no doubt in my mind. So it's not meant to be, I guess, for me to continue to have a Patreon. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I like this here. It says, when we compare man's scientific achievements with God's handiwork, man's accomplishments look and are very small. So these people on earth trying to play God, you're nothing. You're absolutely nothing to God. You're nothing. All right, you people out there thinking that, oh, you're coming up with this and that and artificial intelligence and this and that. You're nothing. Thank you so much, South Holland. Every setback is a setup for success. This is an opportunity. Like Caleb, you are well able to possess the land. Thank you so much. That means a lot, mate. They did do me dirty, somebody said in the chat. They did do me very dirty. They now erect huge skyscrapers in many of our cities that dwarf Babel's tower. These people, honestly, these people who've gone against God, who hate God, who worship Lucifer, they're going to go to the lake of fire. Men are willfully blind if they do not see the handiwork of God around them. If you can't see that God created this beautiful universe and you think it's the Big Bang Theory or it was science, then I'm sorry. You're going to be in for the shock of your life, which I believe next year. I kept telling you since Super Bowl 56, when it finished 2023 is going to be the most incredible year in our lifetimes, maybe within history. And I think it's going to be 9/11/2023. Exactly 42 months after coronavirus was declared a pandemic. 42, how the beast reigns for 42 months. That's why since Kobe Bryant died, the last 3 NBA finals have finished 4-2. It's why Kobe Bryant in his final game played 42 minutes. And last World Cup final, 4-2. It's all about the beast reigning. Okay? About when Eriksson came back from cardiac arrest and he scored for Denmark in a 4-2 loss to the Netherlands. I could go on all day. I don't need to. But the fact is, Revelation's playing out, and in the Bible, it doesn't tell you when it's going to happen, and you're not going to have a date where you can suddenly go, okay, I better get close to God. I'm telling you right now, I don't know if I don't even want to say. I'm not going to say a guardian angel trying to prepare you. I don't know. That sounds too intense, too up my own buttocks saying that. But the moment I had last night with God, I almost cried. I was more emotional last night during my video than I am knowing that I've just lost $2,500 and lost my family, online family, which I built. So yeah, I'll never be lonely though. I'll never be lonely. I've started praying now. I never used to pray. When I pray, I get goosebumps. Unless you've gone through this, genuine awakening and you get close to God, you're just going to mock it. Unless you've gone through it. It's like a near-death experience when you say, I saw God, or I saw heaven, I saw hell. You can't comprehend it. You go, all right, whatever. You're probably just drugged up. You're just making it up for attention. Unless you have that moment with God like I've had. I was not religious. I didn't believe in God. I thought it was all a scam. I didn't even know what I believed in. I didn't believe in the Big Bang. I just didn't even care. I was like, I'm here. I'm alive. I've got a good life. I don't care about how I got here or where I'm going. That's how I was. Without being disrespectful to anyone who was religious or believed in God, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I couldn't sit down and talk to somebody about God. And now I can. I won't talk to a priest about God or a vicar or any of those type of people. I'll try and find people like Clow, who I talked to from Ireland, who has had this connection with God. And she said, I'm so happy you've gone down this route now. I didn't want to do sports. I cancelled my sports account because gambling's horrific. Gambling's horrific. It destroys your soul. And even if you win, you've fallen into Satan's trap of being obsessed with money. So, wow, man. Did you have a clue you were going to be doing when you were on the road to discovery? No, I go day by day. I didn't go on this journey to get close to God. I started writing about him a little bit in my book, but even then, it wasn't much. It's when I was covering religion a little bit and how it's man-made and how faith is very real, how God's real, but religion is man-made as a church is. This has made me more determined to get spiritually stronger. How many times recently have I said, if you come to my Patreon, don't come for sports. You're going to come and I'm going to help you get spiritually stronger because you're going to need it. You have no idea how much you're going to need it in the next couple of years or less. And people just can't comprehend it because the average human being doesn't think ahead like that. They only worry about something once it's happened. So maybe if the rapture comes and Jesus returns or whatever it may happen, it's too late then. And people think that when you get close to God, you've got to completely give everything to him. You can't sin. God is like a father. Okay? Think about an actual father, your own dad. Okay? Think about your own dad. Does your dad, your father, which God is all of our father, we're all God's sons, God's children. Does your father want you to be perfect? Does he want you to be perfect? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He knows that you're going to do things that are not right, that are imperfect. He's aware of that. And it's like your own father. They will love you if your heart's in the right place. Jesus died, forgive them, Father, for they do not know. And that's why I'm trying to be a little bit better with people who are a little bit naive and not aware, and they believe everything's professional sports are organic. And maybe they are. Maybe God's behind them. And if God is behind them, then I guess they might be organic. But right now, the beast is reigning for 42 months. He can do whatever he wants to an extent when it comes to deceiving us. He can do whatever he wants. This is his time. God gave him these 42 months. And he's going to go for people like me. I didn't think he would. I thought he would stay away from people like me. But judging from what happened today, he's after people like me. But he's going to make me stronger. And I'm going to spread God's word without sounding like a preacher. I'm going to be able to do this. It took me 2 years to get to this point. I've given up practically everything you can imagine. Practically everything you can imagine. Yesterday, I was speaking to Red Pill Monkey, who's had the same awakening as I have. We're meant to be connected. We were chatting. It was like 1 a.m. my time. And the phone hung up after 13 minutes and 33 seconds, which is his number. And it said reconnecting and then went off. And I said, all we're doing here is reconnecting with God. It came up reconnecting, came off. We're having the most incredible conversation. And the amount of times that's happened to me where I'm having the most incredible conversation with somebody like him or Jay Saul, and it, boom, it cuts off. It cuts off. Took you 6 years. Satan's coming for those who are a threat to him. I say bring it on. I say bring it on because I'm wearing God's armor. And if Satan does take me out, I know that I've done the right thing. We don't need spiritual growth from you or anyone else, Adam. People just need to go within and connect to God. We don't need a middleman. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I've had people really help me on my journey. So again, Sarap, you're speaking in fact. A lot of people need guidance during this. A lot of people. So you're being very naive with that comment. Maybe you don't need it. Like when I had my awakening, I spoke to a few people who'd gone through it and they really helped me. My mate Nathan guided me so much. Without him, I don't know if I would have got through it. Like, I'm not saying suicidal. I would have just probably given up on the awakening and gone, no, screw this. This is too much. But I had people guide me. So for you to say that nobody needs to be guided to God, I disagree with you. But I get what you're saying to an extent. You've got to find it yourself, but people can help you along the way. A petition, you can try. Oh, man. Wow. Jokers. Question is, how many people would sign up to my Patreon without sports? I think I'd probably get half of what I had because they'd just support me and they communicate with me and would share videos. But I don't know how many would come to me. I guess I'll find out. Maybe I'll set one up today and see how it all goes down. But I can't believe they've just ripped me off and just taken $2,500 off me. I can't believe that is a real shock. Do you believe truth and lies are in the holy books? Oh, he's asking Amani and Ani. I think it's undeniable, the holy book at this point. That's how God communicated with us, through the holy book, through letters and numbers. I don't know if you'll ever see God. We need a sports gematria for Adam, like he is for Zach. We need a sports gematria for Adam, like he is for Zach. What? So wait, sports gematria, are you trying to say that, no, Amani and Ani, are you saying somebody needs to call me out and expose me? Is that what you're trying to say? Maybe I'm lost in translation. You're saying somebody needs to expose me. Is that what you're trying to say? Why don't you try it? Try and expose me if that's what you're trying to say. Patreon equals 35, Tom Brady 35, Catholic 35. I've not looked at the date numerology of these people screwing me over today. I can't believe it happened on 26, 2 months and 6 days after my birthday. There's 26 letters in the alphabet. I think God's talking to me. No way. 68 date numerology. All the wars are connected to that number 68. All the wars are connected to the number 68 when they started. Bro, YouTube won't let me super chat. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. I know I built up this family or audience on YouTube. It's going to go soon as well. And will they set up another one? I don't know. Will you write a book? I have. Maybe I'll try and make money back from that. Maybe that's my call. And I've delayed this book, like, to sell it for a long time. I'm going to have to add to it now with what's happened. I don't know. I have to probably tell this story within the book because I read about overcoming adversity. But yeah, YouTube won't let you super chat. I have a PayPal, but I didn't even put it in the description. I didn't put it in the description. You got stuff for Mani and Ani about me, about the channel? Then go on, mate. Make videos about me. Call me out. Go for it. Do it. Why did they remove my Patreon, mate? If I'm a deceiver or whatever, why have they got rid of my Patreon? So, Amani and Ani, I'll keep you in. I'm not going to remove you. I can't be bothered with you. You're very, I don't know, low frequency guy. So make a video about me. Put some clips together of me saying this and saying that and expose me and make me look really bad. The people who truly care about me will be there for me. The other people in between, I don't care. So go for it, mate. What made them delete your Patreon? They said I was promoting gambling, which was against the community guidelines, even though I've been doing it 2 years and thousands of people have channels doing that. They got rid of me because last night I exposed Satan and I exposed these evil entities. I exposed the beast. He's going down. He's going down. Let him enjoy his 42 months. It's only going to gradually get worse, especially if you're spiritually weak. So I don't know. Can I get to England now? I don't know. I guess I'll have to sit down and do these summer camps now. Maybe that's God saying, hey, do the summer camps, something you're gifted with. You don't need to be sat staring at a computer, typing every day. That's not what you're here for. I never wanted to do that. So I was fine before Patreon. I'll be fine after it. Simple as that. But it's a shock. It's a shock for sure. You can help, Gabrielle. I appreciate that. Make an email list. Well, let me check. They sent me everybody's details. I think I can get in contact with all my old Patreons. People can still make comments on my Patreon today, which is strange. All right. Where is it? They sent me the CSV. Let's see what it says. So it gives me the name and the email. I could email all these people. I'm not going to read out their email addresses. I could email them. I don't know. I've got a lot to think about. Listen, I may as well do this right now. Wow, I was making like a lot of people supported me, man. Looking at these stats, and I'm not one to really look at stats. This is right. You know what? I'll say this right now. Thank you to every single person who supported my Patreon since I started it. I've lost all my work off it. It's my own fault. I was going to put together all my greatest work and put it in a book. And I was going to go back to my very first post. Wow, thank you very much, mate. You've either got faith or you've got unbelief, and there ain't no neutral ground. Stay strong, brother. Our reward is most magnificent. We've just got to bear the storm. Thank you, man. Wow, that hit me. Wow, it is true. There's no in between with the truth. There's no in between. You've got to go all in with it. You can't be 50-50 with it. You can't pick what suits you, what benefits your view on life. You can't. And I'm still pretty new to this. I know people got close to God from a child. There's a guy who sends me emails called the Watchman Report. I'm going to be reading every single one now. He's been talking about Revelation for a very, very, very long time. So I'm going to read that today. But that means a lot, BKMD. I'm just going down a different path now. And I just need to figure it out. There is an appeal process, but with these people, mate, if they've said my channel's gone, it's gone. We can't look at this like there's a fair system to it. Like when YouTube took my videos down, I obviously appealed. And within minutes, your appeal has been unsuccessful. I don't even think they read what I put. Within like a minute, it was unsuccessful. Wow, I just looked. I've done 42 minutes, like the beast trains for 42 months. So he don't gamble though, walking that straight and narrow. I started my Patreon 2 years ago. I went from making $163.73, which is my first payment was $163.73. Tom Brady's full name is 163. He went 7-3 in Super Bowls. My first payment was February 2021, and I said that I said at the beginning of that season the Bucs would win the Super Bowl. It was all meant to be. Every number I got, anyone who was with me on this journey saw that the numbers always connected. However many patrons I have, it was in my code. All the time, man. Adam, just make another one. You'll be fine. Someone must have reported you. But what if they just keep reporting me? What if they just continue to report me? If this goes in the same week, if my YouTube channel goes in the same week, then we know. There's people reporting me. People are jealous of me. They saw that the level of my work is a different level to theirs in 2 years. I keep telling people that. So then I told you out of nowhere recently when I got popular, it's targeting me, threatening me, lying about me. I'm exposing you. And then when they try and expose me and I go back at them, I just absolutely ruin them. The prime example yesterday. So yeah, me calling out Zach and that Itachi guy, and then the day after my channel's gone. I'm not going to be petty and then complain and send a complaint about Zach having it and this guy having it and no, I wouldn't do that to people. I'm seeing Avalanche running 5 today. You already decoded it. Yeah, I believe the Avalanche lose today. Check PayPal. Adam Lastman, you've always been there for me, mate. Like, I had times where people sent me PayPals, but I was financially so comfortable. I was still super grateful. But I think now it's going to be like, okay, geez, that actually pays for my electricity or something. This is weird to be feeling like this. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you. I wish I get to meet you and then do something nice for you. Thank you very much. Wow. Cheers, mate. You had 82 people in the chat. It's when Kobe's wife was born in 82. And Prince William. Good evening, Divine Feminine Living UK. You're listening to me. Thank you. Unjust politics, Satanist actors running amok, flat earth, round earth, humans were probably mountains, non-duality, sports are rigged. Yeah, Aman has pretty much summed it up very well. I agree with what you just said. Sent you this match the 30th as you delve deeper into the supreme being or beings as it may be. Dark underbelly of darkness is going to pull out all the stops and every trick in the book. Don't believe. If anything, honestly, it sounds crazy. What's happened today with my Patreon has brought me even closer to God. I laugh at Satan. If this guy is an actual person and he comes in front of me, you've got to respect Satan. You have to respect him to an extent. A powerful entity. I would laugh in his face and say, "You got nothing on me. I don't believe in you. I only believe in God." It's like what you can do with vampires: put a cross up to them, or put the light on them. They don't like it. Spiritual warfare off the charts in these last days, brother. Hang in there. Thank you, Joseph. Have you ever had anything like this go down? Have you ever had a Patreon or a YouTube page? Because, mate, I did the most powerful video of my life last night. I almost started crying during it when I was reading out. If you go back and watch that video, listen to the end of it when I'm reading out the Revelation 22. Read it out. And remember, if this all goes down in 2023, that's 22 years after 9/11. Kobe's 666 game was on the 22nd day of 2006. And all these 26s, like, they removed my Patreon 2 months and 6 days after my birthday. And they do it on 26. Not by accident. It's just whether who's completely behind it. I'm just going to keep saying it's God. It's God behind it. And if I have that motto, I'm fine. Everything really does happen for a reason. You're being tested and looks like you are passing the test. I can't believe how calm I am. Got 91 in the live, 41 likes, 91 the 13th try, 41 the 13th prime. I've just got to think. After this, it might hit me more. I might have oh, geez, has this really happened? Has this really happened? Have I just lost $2,500? And my community? Wow, it has. It's happened. But I'm not gonna go lay on my bed. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna sulk about it. I'm gonna go, right, let's go. Where do I go next? I'm gonna do something even better than Patreon. You had a light, that's why they're on you. Don't give up, Adam. Thank you very much. I'll never give up. I don't know. Some people, when they get pushed, they break. I won't. You're sorry, Space Cowboy. I appreciate that. It's not your fault. People keep asking the same question. It says Patreon was created to fund the creative class. However, you cannot use Patreon to fund anything illegal, abusive towards others, or that abuses our site in a technical way. A technical way, such as access to betting or gambling products. Like, I keep talking about freedom of speech. Like, gambling's legal practically everywhere. So what does it matter? If I'm putting up numbers saying I think this team wins, there's people doing that all over. Sky Sports do it. The Sun. Newspapers do these things. They make predictions. And it's fine. They make predictions on all these TV shows. Like on ESPN. Who do you think's going to win? Well, I think Warriors in 6. Why is that channel fine to do that? Because it's a unjust world at the moment. And because right now Satan's running this realm. He's running the realm right now, guys. And I think it officially began March the 11th, 2020, when they declared coronavirus as a pandemic. This isn't Bill Gates. This isn't Pope Francis, like I used to believe. This isn't the Jesuit order. This is revelation right now in our lifetime. I know people say, oh, it might happen in 100 years or 500 years, but definitely not in my lifetime. Why not? He's got every sign that it's happening right now. If you read the Bible, war, famine, divide, it's all happening. It's all happening right now. Pandemics, it's there, it's here. And people say, oh, well, no, it's just the Freemasons and the Jesuits fulfilling prophecy. You really think man has that power? You're going to put that much faith in man? God's behind all of this, and he is going to come. He is. I know he is. Again, the people laughing when I said I'm being guided by angels. Do you think I say that for attention? Do you think I was saying that for attention or because I'm better than you? Not at all. I don't give a shit about being better than anyone. At all. And I'm sure the more I talk about God, the more YouTube will remove me. So I don't like it. Though God's ultimate purpose was not realized in Christ's first coming, it will be fulfilled eventually. In the Revelation, John writes, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. Then it is the ultimate purpose of God will be fulfilled. We can say hallelujah to that. So much for the ultimate purpose of God. And this is really important to me. This is really important to me. Now consider his progressive program, the work he is doing now and will continue to do until he completes it. He will complete it. He will. Presently, he is at war with sin and will eventually destroy it. He will never make peace with it. The world is trying to coexist with sin, and some Christians in their worldliness try to do the same. Too many people are fascinated and worship the world, not the universe. They care about the world. They care about earth, one tiny little aspect of God's creation. But no Christian can really coexist with sin. Christ Jesus came to destroy sin, and he does this in our lives now. He is pictured to us all in the Revelation as having a drawn sword, fighting sin to the finish. I'm telling you, that's what's happening now. All this transgenders everywhere and promoting evil and satanic symbolism everywhere. It's Satan doing it, whether people are aware of it or not. He's allowed right now. Whatever's going on right now he's got permission from God. So we're just pretty much at the beginning of his reign. Why do you think Roman Reigns is dominating the WWE with these long title runs? Roman Reigns. Because the beast is reigning. You got he won it from the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. God tries to tell you what's going on. Itachi walks around the city by himself making fun of homeless people. These are the people Hubbard promotes. I know. Somebody told me he was walking around. Somebody asked him for $1 and he was all nice to him and didn't give him it. And then he walked away and called him a loser and a scumbag. And that if he had this knowledge, he wouldn't be in the street asking for $1. That guy is the most cringeworthy person in the world. But whatever. People like him, they're going to get what they deserve when it really matters. So, yeah. Zach promoting that guy, and then he calls out people like me. It says it all about who that guy is, Zach Hubbard. It says it all. Yeah, my Patreon's removed. Done. Gone. No warning. Gone. Gone out of nowhere. Like, it's gone. No point me going over it in my head.
God has allowed Satan this timeline. He stepped back, the earth needs to explode amid the evil. Pray the Lord's Prayer daily. It's going to be extremely frightening. I don't think it'll be frightening. I think it's going to be exhilarating. There will be so many disasters that go on, guys. Hurricanes, floods, earthquakes. And we'll all say it's the Jesuits, won't we? Well, I won't anymore. We'll say it's the Jesuits and they do everything by a code and they've got weather modification. God's going to do it. Because this world right now that we're living in, right now, is pretty satanic and it needs cleansing. And if it means destroying it, and then we all get judged, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for this world to be destroyed and then for us to get judged. And let's separate those who believe in God from those who believe in the world and believe in Satan. Going through your life, just obsessing over getting one up on people in this realm. How many atheists do we have since Satan came about on the scene? Nearly everyone I know is an atheist. They started telling us all these celebrities were atheists. Sin, skin, flesh. Joshua Greenberg, not Green, but you know what? I'm. Thank you, Ruben, that you'll support me. I'm really done. I know I've said this before, but when it comes to Zach Hubbard, if you can't see through that guy now, then you've not had a genuine awakening. If you're still supporting him because he pulls out these interesting numbers and he'll talk about the Hunger Games and that's what's playing out and he'll give you some really interesting information, but he'll tell you that to stay away from God. If you haven't seen through somebody like him right now, then you're way, way, way off a genuine awakening. Just because you've seen Gematria and you've seen the world's coded, in reality, the whole world is coded by God. All of us, our whole lives have been coded by God. It ain't the Jesuits coding my life. It ain't the Jesuits that took down my page. All our lives have been coded. And I'm going to just rarely code my own life. I've done it before, but rarely code my life. And try and figure out, okay, why did God put me on this journey? Why am I in Mexico? Why did I go to the US when I did? Why did I marry the girl that I did? Told you her birth is 10 days after mine. My best friend in Mexico, his birth is 10 days before mine. Like, why? What are the chances? Touch of the fallen angels above the Jesuits, the fallen angels equals 666. Yeah, I believe in the fallen angels. I really believe in that. Do you, Joseph? Do you agree with the fallen angels? I respect your opinion. Gematria is very organic. Yeah. People think Gematria is only being used to determine sports games and who wins an Oscar and who's being killed. But I know we might get lost in translation. Maybe all these people do die. I just don't know how they're doing this. Maybe there is a date that you're supposed to go. Maybe God decides whether you can live longer. Maybe it's all predetermined at the very beginning of your script in Scripture. I don't know, and it's very hard to say, but all I can say is I have full faith in God, and I think that's what comes first. If you can say that and mean it, everything else is whatever. You can question this and did he die and the sports rigged. All that's whatever. That's just in this realm, this little world, this little matrix that we're in. Do you believe in God? Do you believe that he is your father? You just go watch Star Wars. Break down Star Wars, you'll understand what it's all about with the father. They run you still. Who runs me? You think the Jesuits are controlling me? Who's they? Think about your pronoun there. I'm not talking about your name. The book of Enoch talks about 200 fallen angels plus Lucifer making 201. You know, coronavirus was declared a global pandemic 201 days after Kobe's birthday. And then you had Event 201, which foreshadowed a pandemic. And we all blame it on Bill Gates. Like, again, I don't know if I have to go through my book again and change it. Everything was Bill Gates' fault. You think one man has that power? Think they gave one man that power to be behind all of this virus? It's not. It's Satan. And God's allowing it at the moment to test us. Again, that's why you get tested for COVID. Anyone who's got that, to me, you've been deceived. It's pretty much been proven now that you've been deceived by it, but you still won't accept it. Hold on, why would God be responsible for satanic rituals? It's judgment. You think God's just going to make everything perfect? God tests you. God is the greatest teacher in the world. He will test you. It's like me as a coach. I would always test my players. I wouldn't make it easy for them. I'd let them know if they weren't doing what they should be doing. You think God's just here to make everything perfect and we live in a so-called Disneyland? No. You've got to go through struggle and come out stronger. You've got to go through adversity. It's like going to the gym. You've got to work your ass off if you want to see results. Or you can do it the fake way and pump drugs in your body like most people do these days. How I see it in this world is like a garden. You have organic grass that you need to water and cherish and look after to keep it alive. Now, I'll just put down turf because I don't have to do anything. And most people would choose the turf option because it's easy and it's comfortable and it's not natural. It's unnatural turf, unlike grass. It's man-made. Grass isn't. So I'm telling you, like, you can do whatever you want. You can laugh at this. You can laugh at the Spirit of God. But again, if you've never read the book of Revelation or the Bible, you don't know that what's happening right now is biblical. And if you want to believe it's man, you want to put your faith in man, is behind everything, then God bless you. Good luck. We suffer unto perfection. Yeah. And again, the more you awaken, the less you need praise, the less you need to tell everyone how amazing you are. You just, I don't know, you do lose a lot of your ego. And I still get called out for my ego, but you have no idea how I've improved that. It's you turn your camera around, let's see that face. I don't want to see that guy's face. The guy's just a lost soul. Poor guy's a lost soul who's trying to be Zach Hubbard. Is just trying to be Zach. And if that's who he looks up to, so be it. That's fine. It's his life. I don't want anything to do with that Itachi. I absolutely ruined him. I embarrassed him. And then day after, my channel's gone. Itachi is live reporting from the chat. Don't even give that guy time of the day. The Bible book of programs, go run them in your daily lives. And all right, Imani. Thoughts on Gary, the numbers guy? I don't know who he is. It seems like we find new changes every few months. Yeah. Amen, Amber. But I don't believe that God is real in my eyes. I believe God is very real. Satan and company need our cooperation to operate here. The Illuminati take orders from them. Yeah, the Illuminati, your Jesuit order, your elite athletes and Hollywood A-listers, they're just doing the work of Satan and Lucifer. Lucifer is their God. They're aware of that. And again, they better enjoy the time whilst they're here on earth, where they can have whatever they want, basically. Because it's not going to work out very well for them. Mark my words. Revelation is definitely the book of our times. It's happening before our eyes. Exactly. That's why I get goosebumps every time I read a page. Because it's happening. It's happening the way it's supposed to happen. And God said it was going to happen. He just didn't say when. But he said it will happen. And it's happening now, in my opinion. It's happening right now. Swear Cable never went through the Quran ever once in his life. I haven't read the Quran, no. I should, though. I've only heard good things about it. I should read the Quran. I'll have to get it translated into English. But I will. I'll start reading all that in my spare time. I'm going to have more of it now. I don't have Patreon. I knew all our lives were rewritten before our own future. God is our Father. If they try to stop your talks on YouTube, then we have to arrange a time and days that you're going to be here. Again, if they remove my YouTube channel, I'll probably start again. It'll take me ages to get followers. I've told you they lie about my followers. I think I have double than what they tell me. I really do. But again, whatever. And if I have to go get a regular job to make ends meet, to pay my bills, I won't be able to go live like I used to. I won't be able to do it. I'll be in a classroom right now, or I don't know, on a football field. Adam, your future's so bright. I can't wait for you to see how amazing your life is about to get. Wow, that's amazing. I really believe what happened today will be a blessing. I know most people probably can't comprehend that, guys. $2,500 just gone a month. Gone. Adios. I've literally just been made redundant without the redundancy for no reason. Like, I've done nothing wrong. I've only been a good worker. Sorry, Adam, you're sacked. And we're not paying you this month either. Off you go, mate. Wow. Okay. That's basically what's just happened to me. And what do? You appeal it? You think it's going to work? You go get a lawyer? It's not going to do anything. You'll end up paying for a lawyer or whatever, and then you'll give them money, and then you lose even more. I'll just trust the process. It's gone. My Patreon's gone. All my work's gone from it as well. But my work's going to get better. I'm going to make sure I get even better at doing this. I think when I do the life coaching, which I've got another client this week on Thursday, it'll be my third one, which is interesting. I think going through this genuine awakening now, I'll be even better at that. And maybe that's what I do. Maybe I can make ends meet doing that. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there in the world that are connected with God, and nobody has been through that. What I went through last night, when my whole body, something came into it, overwhelming. I couldn't talk, my throat, like at the end of it, it was the most beautiful, incredible, powerful thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. And I can't describe it. And I think unless you've gone through it, Red Pill Monkey said he went through it. And he was so excited to hear my story. He couldn't believe it. So thank you, Amber. The future, I'm not worried. I just have to sit down and think, where do I want to go now? What's next? I kept saying, I know I'm going somewhere else. I know I'm going to ascend. I'm going somewhere else. I could feel it. Everything I say, guys, recently in 2 years, what I feel and say out loud or what I've written down happens. I've kept saying my Patreon is going to go soon. I can feel it. And it's gone. Wow. Do you have another name, like even the 2 or something easy we can all find you on? I only have my email, and I've got 5,000 emails. I just looked. I've got over 5,000 emails that I've not read. You received the Holy Spirit. I really hope I did. I don't know what else it was. That rush, it was my whole body. My eyes started to glisten. I couldn't breathe. I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. I was reading out. I was reading out Revelation 22. I hope I've not deleted the tab, please. And then here I've got Revelation 12:17, 1 or 2 remnants. Revelation 12:17, and Pope Francis, who is one of the biggest deceivers in the world doing Satan's work, he was born 12:17. The Apostle Paul charged his younger companion and preacher Timothy with this critical advice: be diligent to present yourself approved to God as a workman who does not need to be ashamed, accurately handling the word of truth. It's where I am right now.
This solemn appeal is essential today, especially when destructive winds of false teachings and misinterpretation of the scriptures blow strongly through our ranks. False teachings through people like Pope Francis, who worships the serpent. One example of hearsay is the view there are two remnants in Revelation 12:17. Proponents of this position postulate they will rise the final remnant within the remnant of the end. So, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. Revelation 12:17. If you go look inside the Vatican is designed like a serpent. Pope Francis is in the center of it. Then there's an eye, and it's designed like a snake, the serpent. Look it up. Pope Francis is a false prophet. Your celebrities are false idols that you worship. God is allowing that to happen to test you. I don't watch football anymore. I don't gamble anymore. People could never understand why I stopped gambling when I was winning so much money and so good at it. It was my soul, my spirit, the energy. I've told you all of that, and people couldn't comprehend it because they're still stuck in this system of money is everything. Why would you stop gambling if you're winning money? Why? It makes no sense. It may not make sense to you. It makes complete sense to me. You saw me for about a month. Who's going to win this game? I don't care. Who's going to win England or Hungary? I don't care. I'm really not bothered. It's a big distraction, sports. And much love to the Twitter group that I'm in, and I'll still stay in it. I just won't be really active in it. Keep decoding your sports every single day and see how much you really grow. You won't really grow much. You might get better at coding. You might get a better hit rate and this, that, and the other. But I'm telling you, 9/11/2023, put that date in your calendar right now. Maybe nothing happens. Who knows? But 9/11/2023, exactly 42 months after coronavirus was declared a pandemic. What are the chances that it falls on 9/11? What are the chances of that? Any date it could have been. It's 9/11/2023, Super Bowl 56. This is the last ever World Cup, and we might not even have it because the last World Cup final was 4-2. Maybe something happens that prevents this. Maybe there's an explosion. Maybe, I don't know, there's a natural disaster, whatever. I would not be shocked if the World Cup doesn't happen at this point. It makes so much sense for the last ever World Cup final to be 4-2 and the beast reigns for 42 months. And France won it where the Jesuits were founded, and there's a reason why they were founded there. There's got to be something big about that country. Same with England, that's connected to Satan. Same with the Vatican. Maybe that's where the fallen angels are, in those places. The fact that Zach can say racist things, promote gambling, and still as a patron tells you he's a paid agent. Exactly. And I'll say it one more time about him. You'll watch him. He will make great connections, but you're not going to grow spiritually with him. He's spiritually dead. Financially, he's wealthy. Spiritually, he's incredibly poor. Why would this be the last World Cup, mate? Because Revelation's about to take place. This world's going to, boom, it'll be gone. And then some of you are going to go with God for 1,000 years. The others are going to go with Satan. I really believe that, hand on my heart, without trying to scare you. And then it'll all start over again. This whole cycle will start over again. That's what I think is going to happen. And I'm going to do all I can to walk with God and go with him. And that's really what I believe in my heart. And you can call me crazy and he's having a breakdown. I'm not at all. It's what I feel within. And if you don't feel the way I feel, that's fine. You've not connected with him the way I did.
And it's been building up. Anyone who knows me, this has been building up, my connection with God, for about 6 months, maybe less, maybe 4. And if they do get a so-called New World Order as well, why do they need to distract you with a World Cup? They won't have to do that. They won't have to distract you anymore. But again, if the beast reigns for 42 months, everyone's saying 2030 is when everything's going to go to shit. Nah, that's in 8 years. I'm not having that. It's going to be before. The whole world went wild in 2020, did it not? 2019 was the last time I can look back and think the world was pretty much how I remembered it. Like, it was just going about your business. You're not worried about pandemics. You're not worried about civil war. You're not worried about financial crash. Everyone was just going about the business. You weren't worried about travel restrictions. 2019 was all good. 2020, you had Kobe Bryant dying right at the beginning of it. That shocked the whole world. And I've shown you now, if you haven't watched my last video, it's the best video I've ever done by a country mile. No, it wasn't deleted 21-6. It was 26, and 216 isn't the 36 try. 666 is the 36 try. It's 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. They got me on 26, 2 months and 6 days after my birthday, after I talked about Kobe, who died the 26th day of 2020. So going back to Kobe, Kobe died really early, the 26th day of 2020. It rattled the whole world. Black Mamba, the snake, the serpent, rattled the whole world, Kobe dying. And a few months after that, coronavirus gets declared a global pandemic. That's when everything really changed. That's when everything really changed. And then we had George Floyd getting killed by a white police officer in the Twin City of Minnesota. And you have the Twin Towers. And we're told Jesus had a twin called Thomas. Much love to Thomas Richardson and Thomas Lockwood, who follow me. Thomas, my brother. So you had the whole George Floyd incident. And then you had things like Prince Philip dying, which rocked the world. Lots of celebrity deaths, lots of celebs going down. Didn't DMX die when Prince Philip died? Like, more and more corruption in professional sports is occurring in front of your very eyes. They're really pushing artificial intelligence now. They're pushing space exploration and going to Mars. Education was online because it took away that genuine connection between human beings, all by design. So I'm telling you, I think the beast, Satan, officially began his reign January the 13th, 2020, and it ends 9/11/2023. And then we're all going to be judged. Because I don't know how many times I'm saying this as well. God cares about all of us, and God wants us to wake up. These incidents with pandemics, natural disasters, famine, George Floyd, corruption, this, that, scandals, transgender, all this stuff that's not pure. God's showing you, hey, do you believe me now? Are you going to follow me? Are you going to stay worshiping this satanic realm, which is what it is right now? That's why my Patreon just got removed. When all I do is speak truth within it and care about people and help people. There's no hate speech. Occasionally we make fun out of celebrities. Like, how can I do a video about 5 celebrities you would love to knock out, which is pretty offensive and controversial, and that video stayed up? Because I post a sports decode, they get rid of my whole channel because that goes against guidelines. But like you said, Zach Hubbard can be racist, homophobic, sexist, call out everything, and he still has a Patreon. Adam, I sent you an email to your PayPal, small email. Please read it if you have chance. Cheers, mate. Thank you so much. You sent me an email. Can I read it out loud? You know what? Which email did you send it to? I'm going to have to... Wait. Oh, no. Let me do the gematria of Bellamy. A guy called Bellamy is the person who sent me the email saying that they've got rid of my Patreon. Bellamy. Bellamy, 70 and 119, like Francis and Vatican. Bellamy. Who in the world is called Bellamy? First name? I've heard of Craig Bellamy, a footballer, a Mason. Who's called Bellamy? Of course, it syncs up with Francis and Vatican, 70 and 119. 119, guys, like I said, 9/11, 2023. It's going to be maybe the biggest date in our lifetime. Can I read out? Listen to yourself talk, man. Amani, I'll say this one more time, brother. I'll keep you in because I don't know. Maybe you're meant to be here. Why are you having a go at what I'm saying? Why are you in the live? Why are you in the live listening to me every single day and then saying, listen to yourself talk, man? You don't have to listen to me. Leave. Gabrielle, can I read the email or not? I don't really want to talk about Zach Hubbard anymore. It's so obvious. If you've had a spiritual awakening, you see through him. He is a gatekeeper. He was put in that position. It's to get you trapped to still focus on sports and celebrity deaths. And keep watching him if you want. I don't want to talk about him anymore. Or Itachi, or these people. I'm at a different level to them spiritually. I don't care what people can code anymore, what triangular number they found, or what Fibonacci they found, or what historical pattern they found. I don't care. I'm on a mission now. I'm on a mission. I can do geometry as good as anybody. I don't care about that anymore. I've proven my point, my level of that. And now I'm going to prove how pure I am and how much I care about the world and God. That's what I'm going to focus on, not who's going to win the World Cup or the NBA or the Stanley Cup. I don't care. I have no care in the world about that anymore. Not 1% of me cares. So please don't be coming to me on Twitter saying, can you tell me who's going to win today? No, I can't. And I don't give a fuck. Go ask somebody else. Go ask somebody else. Yeah, your triangular numbers, your Fibonacci numbers, your prime numbers. It's all amazing. It's beautiful because God created this universe with numbers. It's how he communicates with us. But I'm not using it now to tell you who's going to win a stupid sports game where Satan's behind it. He's infiltrated. How many times do I say? I said it in a song. He's infiltrated everything that's pure, and he's allowed to do it right now to test us. All this satanic stuff, this is Satan behind it. And he's allowed to do it. It's in the book. He's allowed to reign for 42 months. It won't be stopped. It won't be stopped. Sorry, just missed 9/11/2023. And what should we be doing to get ready? I'm saying that the beast reigns for 42 months. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic March the 11th, 2020. 3 times 11 is 33, the age Jesus died in 33 AD. And from that date, I did the span from that date, 42 months after. Me, and if anyone's going to attempt to say, oh, you found it from someone else, nobody's done this. I can almost guarantee nobody did what I just did last night. 42 months exact after 3/11/2020 is 9/11/2023. And it's going to be exactly 22 years after 9/11/2001 when the Twin Towers came down, which was all biblical. And again, God or Satan or whoever is going to tell you it's Al-Qaeda, are you going to believe that? Mate, I think God is mocking you. I think he can do that. He'll test you. Let's tell him it was Al-Qaeda. Let's see if people are really going to believe it. Or they're going to believe that this was all done because it was meant to happen by scripture. It befuddles me how so-called truth seekers think holy books have the answers of God when they were written by the same people they're trying to expose. You think, Patrick, you think the book of Revelation, you think this book of Revelation was written by the Masons and the Jesuits and secret societies? You really believe that? They've infiltrated these books, no doubt. Why do you think they took Bibles out of schools? Why do you think we get mocked on TV shows like the Flanders family from The Simpsons get mocked for being religious, for believing in God? Why do you think they have TV shows now like Lucifer, one of the most popular TV shows in the world, promoting Lucifer? Because he can do that. He's deceiving you. So again, you find God from within, mate. The book can help. People are going to resonate differently with what's within the book. I find God from within. I find the truth from within. That's why I always tell people the word truth has you in the middle, because you've got to find your own truth. Maybe Zach unplugged your Patreon. Maybe he did. Again, I tried calling him yesterday. No answer, no response today. Because he knows that I'm a different level of him when it comes to spirituality, which is the number one thing here. Not how good you are at coding. Joseph is a great decoder. It's fantastic. The Bible is from Jesus, yeah. Why are there fake religions? Because there's false prophets everywhere. Religion's man-made. The Holy Book isn't. God isn't man-made. Religion is. I'll be writing a song about this, about religion and about faith. I know, I can feel it. And about Satan and God. I'll write a song about it. I know I will. And it's going to be so emotional doing it. Religion divides people. Language divides people. Socioeconomic status divides people. Race divides people. Sexuality divides people. Borders divide people. You got to get one with God, because it doesn't matter where you are in the world, how rich you are, what color your skin is, where you live. If you have a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, you have a family, doesn't matter where you are when you find God. You don't need to go to church on a Sunday to find God. If you like that and it makes you feel good and you connect with him, then keep doing it. I might even try it. I don't believe in churches, but let's see if I might give it a go and see how it does feel. I don't know. I've not decided yet. I'll do what I'm supposed to do. His name's Zach Greenberg. I've heard by about 100 people that know. I'm not ringing him. I've got nothing. I don't want to speak to him anymore. What's the point? I was going to speak to him yesterday because I was, guys, from after my live, where I was like a bit cocky and this and confident and joking around, something hit me. I told you, something came within me last night. I was calling people before saying, I need to speak to you. And like, nobody answered to me. Nobody answered the calling. So I was like, why do you think I haven't done a video for ages? It's always live streamed. I knew this had to be a video. I knew it had to be a visual for you to see. Because sometimes I say all these incredible things and it goes over people's heads. They need the visual. I did the video. Something hit me. I don't need to go back and forth with Zach anymore to see who's the better coder. He's going to talk down on me because he's spiritually weak. He's going to try and have people attack me because I'm so full of energy and love. And if I keep going back and forth with these people, that's what they want. They want my energy on them. I'm not doing it anymore. I won't do it anymore. Truth divides people. That's very true. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the truth dividing people. Let's separate the strong from the weak when it comes to the truth. That's what it all comes down to for me. I've given my life to the truth now. And yes, it's my truth. But yeah, wow. Patreon gone. I thought my YouTube page would go before that, to be honest. But nope. Don't waste your energy on that fraud. I won't. How was your curry yesterday? Absolutely incredible. I got the curry, I got rice, I got spinach pakoras, I got 3 garlic naan breads, and she gave me more curry at the end. She was like, would you like a little bit more curry, Adam? She's got a beautiful Indian accent. I was like, yep, that would be amazing. I said, are you sure? She said, yeah. So she gave me even more curry. I had like 2. So it was delicious. I just won't be able to go there as often now. I was very comfortable for money, man, but to lose that amount, especially in Mexico, it's a lot of money that So yeah, I'm gonna have to. Wow, maybe it'll be good having to think about every penny. Maybe that'll be good in a weird way. I was trying to be positive here. I'm just trying to get the positives out of it. I have a little bit of money in the bank. You know what happened with Patreon? I think this is going to happen globally. I think there will be, well, within the time of the beast strain, there will be a one world currency, and they will take your money from you if you don't follow Satan. I believe it. That's why I've got in my head I'm willing to be homeless and not have food and die for this. I swear on my life, that's how I feel. Because I really think it's all be digital currency. If you do anything that goes against the New World Order, which is basically Satan, let's not call it the New World Order, the World Economic Forum, Satan. If you go against Satan and you don't obey him in this world, because it's his realm right now, he's going to punish you. Like I just got punished by him. And really, part of me hopes I'm completely wrong. But I have not been wrong about a lot since I woke up. Very few things when it came to big things. I said in 2020 there would be like a civil war pretty much before it happened with George Floyd. I was talking about that, an economic crash which is on its way. I said there'd be food shortages before that came about. I called almost everything that's happened before it happened, and it wasn't obvious. If anyone who's going to give the bullshit of it was obvious. The George Floyd thing came out of nowhere. I said it was going to happen before it happened. It came out of nowhere. There was no build up for that. It just a white police officer attacked a black man. I said it would happen because something was telling me. Something was telling me. And I'm telling you, 2023, if you think it's all good right now, you just wait. Just wait and see. And I've got a big decision to make now about going to England. I may never see my family again. This is the reality. If this all goes off in 2023, I may never see my family again. I know you probably can't comprehend that because maybe you've just traveled and everything seems back to normal. It's going to be like that. Boom. Out of nowhere when you least expect it. It's going to be like an uppercut. And I have to figure out, can I afford to get to England now and leave for a month and pay my rent whilst I'm not here? I don't think I can. Oh, unless I do it and I'm completely out for the count, that's me done financially. Unless I find another job since, like, starting from today. Yeah, so any advice? I'm going to read this email, but I'm not too late for you to display any logic. BKMD. All right, I'm not going to read this email out loud. Okay, somebody said that please contact me if you want to do something to replace your Patreon. I'm going to call this guy. I can't believe his name is Gabriel, like an angel. The guy who's emailing me is called Gabriel. I'm really intrigued to see. Gabriel is an archangel who appears in the Hebrew Bible, the New Testament, and the Quran. Told you these books, they're very similar, guys. You've got the Gabriel the Archangel in the New Testament, Hebrew Bible, and the Quran. In the Hebrew Bible, Gabriel appears to the prophet Daniel to explain his visions. The Archangel also appears in the book of Enoch and other ancient Jewish writings. You will not believe this. There's a kid that I used to teach called Andre, and he wants to become a YouTuber, and he says I inspire him, and his middle name's Enoch. Famine, then the crash. No, it's going to be the crash, then famine. There'll be an economic crash, then famine. It don't make sense to do famine, then the crash. There'll be the economic crash where people are really struggling. There'll be food shortages. Again, testing you, like Jesus fasted 40 days and 40 nights and was tempted by the devil, and he didn't give in. Anyone who knows me at this point or can feel my energy knows that Adam Adam, like Adam and Eve. Adam will not give in. And this whole thing about me growing a beard, there's something to it, man. I don't know what it is. I've never had a beard this long. And they always say people go through these massive awakenings, grow a big beard. Jesus had a big beard, didn't he? Hell is going to hit earth. It may already be here. It may already be here. But I'm looking forward to calling Gabrielle. Said there's another platform. I don't know. Maybe you'll become a rabbi. I don't know. I know I'm not going to be a sports decoder. The sports decoding, God put me in that position. I studied everything about all the sports. I synced it up. And the guy I always talked about and got mocked for was Kobe Bryant. And I have done the best decode I've ever seen out of anybody in this community with that revelation, with Kobe, revelation, and coronavirus. And the reason I coded sports was to get me to this point of where I'm close to God. It wasn't to win money. That was part of the journey. It wasn't to create a platform where people looked up to me, thought I was really intelligent. That was a part of it. It's not important now. I made all these connections to get to where I am today, to the point where I've lost my Patreon. I'm going to come back stronger, man. I feel like I've lost the final. I'm going to fucking win. A bigger final now. Here to save you or judge you or call on some bullshit end times. Okay. Why is it bullshit end times, Amani? Why is it bullshit end times? You don't believe in Judgment Day? You don't believe we're going to be judged? What do you think? You just die? And you go underground and that's it? That's the end of you? You believe in the flesh? You don't believe in the spirit? You think the spirit doesn't go anywhere? You don't think we have one? Is that it? You don't see it coming or you don't want to see it coming? Big difference. The big difference between not seeing it and not wanting to see it. It's the same with this shit. People don't want to believe in it. People don't want to believe pro sports are all predetermined, and whether that's by God or whatever, they're predetermined. I've proven that. People don't want to believe it. They don't want to. Maybe they do, but they don't want to. Your God won't allow it. Okay. It's ridiculous to say the Bible is fiction, especially when all of the books come from the Bible. I know, mate. And all the prophecy that's actually happened from the Bible. Like, how can you deny it at this point? God said that there will be people who deny him and they'll perish, basically. If you can't believe in God at this point, then I don't think you ever are going to. You're not going to. You're going to believe in science, aren't you? You're going to continue to believe in science. And climate change. And when Satan convinces you that you need to stay in your house to protect the world, and you're going to do it, aren't you? Because you're not going to want to lose your job. And then when he gives you that social credit and everyone has money, everyone's going to be okay, we don't have to work anymore, and you have no meaning in your life, you're going to tolerate it because everyone else is doing it. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. That's what Satan's telling you. And that includes your soul. That's what he means. You won't own anything, including your soul, not just materialism. See that ye refuse not him that speaketh, for if they escape not who refused him, whose voice then shook the earth. But now he hath promised, saying, yet once more I shake not only the earth only, but also heaven. Also this word, yet once more, signified the removing of those things that are shaken as of things that are made, that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. I cannot be shaken. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I cannot be shaken. You can't rattle me. That's I have complete and utter faith in God and what his plan is. You hear these celebrities always talk about God's plan. Want me to song God's plan? Who sung that, Kanye or Jay-Z? They know. I think they know. They know what's about to go down. Adam, I've never given the Bible a second thought, but times change and the Lord's book is now at the top of my list. Amazing. It's what it's all about. That's why we're here, to get close to God. It's why we're here. It's why we're here. We ain't here to just go watch football games and idolize celebrities and work 9 till 5 and buy a house, buy a nice car and get it on finance. That's not why we're here. That's not why he put us here. You think God put us here for that? You think he created this incredible universe for that? For you to work 9 till 5, for you to get pissed on a weekend and stay at home and watch sports? You think that's why you came up with this? No. That's what Satan wants. He wants you to live within this incredible universe at the lowest frequency. At the lowest frequency. Yeah, Kathy, I know. Much love to you, Kathy. It's gone. Patreon's gone. I'm really excited to call this Gabriel. I don't know what he's got in store for me. I don't know if he's going to get me a website. I don't know, but I know a lot of people are going to support me here. There's a lot of people that have my back. A lot of people. I've still not processed it. What's just happened to me. Sports Illustrated is God's book as much as the Bible or the Jew Quran. Well, it is to a lot of people. Sports Illustrated is more valuable than the Bible. They worship false idols with Sports Illustrated. We're all fighting for our souls, like it or not. I think you've just summed it up perfectly. Biden even said he's coming for our souls. Biden said, let me read out exactly what he said. And Biden's being used by Satan, just know that. Battle for the soul of the nation. That's what Biden said. That's what Biden said. They're battling for our soul. Satan right now is running this realm. He wants your soul. He's using people like Biden and Obama and Trump and whoever else it may be. Boris Johnson, Trudeau, they're all possessed by demons, doing Satan's work. And this whole campaign was about a battle for the soul of our nation, a soul. What do you think he means by that? What do you think he's referring to? Battle for the soul of our nation. Oh my goodness, it's 156. I've told you, I think 9/11/2023 is going to be the day where everything changes. 9/11 is the 156th prime. A battle for the soul of our nation. It gets you 156. When Mohammed Salah, the Egyptian king, was born. Should I call him now? Adam, you should make your own website. I need to look into it. I'm very, 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 very bad with technology. But wait, is he in the chat? I may ask him. This might be a moment the whole world needs to hear. The whole world. That's very dramatic. I'm gonna respond to everyone's emails today as well. Gabrielle, Gabrielle, are you in the chat and can I call you on the live so people can hear this? They do worship the Baphomet, yeah. They do. It's blatant. I've got your 6 headers. Thank you. I want to call the guy. I just don't. A lot of people don't like being exposed. They don't like being on a live stream. I'll email him and say, can I call you on the live? Because I've got a coach today. Can I call you now whilst I am doing my live stream? I don't know. It's very intriguing. Please contact me if you want to do something to replace your Patreon. Like, do you know how intriguing that is? Well, that could be a million things. It's giving me something else to do other than Patreon. Like, it might not even be a website or online. I want to know, man. You guys want to know, don't you? I'm not going to call him on the live without his permission. I won't do that. What am I telling people on here? Listen, go back to the beginning. And you can agree with what I say, you can disagree. It's fine. You don't need to be here. The main thing I'm telling people is my Patreon got taken down today out of nowhere. Gone. $2,500 gone. My community gone. Just gone. All my work gone. That's where I started. And then how I usually work, I just freestyle. I respond to people. I speak from the heart, speak from the soul. And half the time I forget what I say. I don't really watch back my videos. Sports aren't scripted, somebody said. Okay. I don't think they're scripted the way people present them as the Jesuits are managed scripting this. Is not. God is, and Satan. Pick a side. I've done it. Again, the guy who said, "Are you on cocaine?" Yes, mate. Yeah, I'm on cocaine. Yep. Comments like that, mate, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to go if you're going to ask just ridiculous, weak questions like that, mate. So, yeah, you don't need to be here. So you can leave. I won't kick you out. I'm not going to kick people out anymore. There's no point. Why did they delete it? Multiple reasons. I think the main one they said I was promoting gambling, even though I've done it for 2 years. I'm getting so many messages. It's crazy about my Patreon on my WhatsApp. This is going to hurt a lot of people. I'm really sad because people told me that Patreon is like keeping me alive. Your Patreon keeps me alive. I'm not joking. It brings me the most joy. It's the best $10 I've ever spent. So many amazing comments, and it's gone now. So I actually feel more for them than me. Financially, yeah, it's ruined me short term. But I feel really harsh for the people that, I don't know, they're lonely, and my Patreon was the only thing where they felt like they were connected with people, and now it's gone. So I'll have to figure out how I'm going to reconnect us all. I'll have to email everybody and see if they'd still support me without the sports. I don't know. If it all plays out, like I say, it's going to play out 9/11/2023. I don't have to make that much money. I don't know. I literally signed up today. Yeah, no, I just said, Ian Morris, bro, I just said I'm really sorry. I am really sorry that I saw that you signed up today. And I hope you can get your $10 back. I think they will. I don't know how it works. But thank you that you were willing to support me. I am really sorry that a day in, they've taken down my channel. I didn't think it was so easy for them to do it, to just send you an email. I thought there'd be warnings. So I'm sorry, mate. I really am. Your date is incorrect with respect, bro. Why? Why is it incorrect? Make a WhatsApp group chat, $10 enter your Facebook. The knowledge on Patreon was amazing. Thank you. I'll never have Facebook ever again. I'm never going to have a Facebook. And come on, Facebook will get rid of me in a week. The WhatsApp, potentially. I don't know. I still have Twitter. I might do the thing that people wanted me to do. I offered a service where I would do a Zoom call with multiple people at the same time. I don't know how that works. If I'd have to pay an annual fee to do that. And people were saying, well, I'll pay you whatever to enter that. I just want to speak to like-minded people. I could do that a few days a week. I don't know. I've got to write this all down now. How I'm going to go about doing this. But you think it's going to happen before. So you can't necessarily, so you can't say my date's incorrect, mate. This isn't 2 + 2. I've come up with a date. It could well mean nothing, but I've synced it all up. I've said why. You're telling me it's going to happen before that date. You've got to at least say why. Like, please say why. You don't say that I'm incorrect. It's going to happen before with no substance. Discord, possibly. I could That'll be a place where I could give you sports picks, but I don't know if I want to do that anymore anyway. Oh, God, he's not responding. I've got an idea. You are explaining nothing, Anglo. Explain again. That's what I mean. You've got to, if you're going to make a statement telling me I'm wrong, which is or incorrect, when you don't actually know. I've said when I did my sports picks, I didn't say this was going to happen. Like Itachi said, the Padres 100% locked. They definitely beat the Rockies and they lost 8-3. That's the people who are working at a low frequency. I have the numbers but can't reveal. Then okay. So if it's going to happen sooner, then that's even more of a reason to get close to God. Maybe you're right, but you're not even going to tell me the date. Discord's good. I could do a Discord, but it's just, I don't know. Patreon, the layout of Patreon was amazing. It was very clean. Sharing my work, posting my work, sharing links. It was a very good platform. Although they taxed me like 20% of my money. You guys thinking I was making so much, they tax you 20% and then there's more tax. It's all sorts of money they take from you. But I was fine with it because I was still making good money. I'm doing it. You have a Telegram channel, or maybe I need to look into that. I don't know. Try Odyssey. I don't know much about that platform. I'm going to call this guy, but I'm not going to do it in front of you. And I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him. And if he says no, just call me after the live. I'll do that. But the fact that this guy's reaching out to me and his name's Gabriel, like the Archangel, Gabriel, there's something to this. Plus, wait a second. Jeez, man, what a joke. +1. So yeah, all the people out there saying that, oh, his Illusions are shield because they've never removed his YouTube channel. They've just got rid of my Patreon. It don't get bigger than that to show you that I'm doing good work. It doesn't get any bigger than that, I don't think. Bellamy. I think Gabriel's a great man. Hey, bro, can I just say something to you? I'm on a live stream. Do you want me to call you after it or during it? Because people are really intrigued what you want to say to me. I think it'd be amazing if you don't mind, like, the live hearing this, because I think this is going to be a huge moment in my life, whatever it is. Would you be okay if I share you with the audience or no? Otherwise, I'll call. All right, perfect, mate. And okay, here we go. Guys, I'm speaking to Gabriel, who sent me the email, which I'm really intrigued with. And you're aware that Gabriel was an archangel, yeah, Gabriel?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, is that why you was named after?
I know, man. That's what I was named. I was teased a lot as a kid, but
were you named after?
Yeah,
were you
yeah.
named after the archangel, or is it just because your parents like the name Gabriel?
no. Supposedly, I was named after Juan Gabriel, the singer, the real famous singer in Mexico, because my family's from Juarez.
Oh, he's the most famous singer, isn't he?
Yeah, so supposedly I was named after Juan Gabriel. My mom liked him.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
people in the chat are saying hello to you. And they're saying hi, Gabriel. So,
Everybody out there, hello, man. We have an
and
awesome community, man. We have an awesome community better. So I've been a website developer for, I don't know, 12 years, 13 years.
you
And
build
I learned a lot about
websites.
marketing. What's that?
Did you say you build websites?
Let me be very clear. I don't want any money. I'm doing it pro bono. Okay.
Thank you so much, mate. Thank you, because when it comes to technology, I am very mediocre. I wouldn't know how to go about creating a website or a platform. So how does it work?
Well, first thing is, if they gave you an email list, you need to build an email list. If they gave you your Patreon data,
Yeah.
that's good. Second thing, what I would do is you need to create just a simple form with like Aweber or something like that, where you start collecting. You just have a form
Well,
So-
I have all the data. I have every single email for every patron that's supporting me. Would I just forward you their email? I don't know if that's against privacy, if I gave you all their email addresses, but it's not like you're going to email them, is it? Bothering them.
Yeah. That's one way we could do it. We could do it like that, or I could just. What I would like to do is through Gmail. How many do you have? Like 300 emails?
Yeah, I must have close to. I don't know if it gives me the exact number. I had over 300 people supporting me. So yeah, I don't know exactly how many they are. Maybe not all of them gave their email.
We need to figure out a way to get you another platform. I know that I would pay you the $11 a month that I would keep paying you.
I appreciate that.
The majority of the people would keep paying you, so then you get the money, and then we can maybe work it out. We could maybe even work it out. There's different ways to do it. Okay, we could use PayPal because you have PayPal. So I can show you how to set up a subscription with PayPal, and then now you're going to make most of the money because now the PayPal takes they take like 3.5% minus 49 cents per transaction.
That's absolutely fine. I don't mind that as long as I can pay my rent because they put me in a situation now.
The thing, my friend, you need to make sure this doesn't happen again. So you need to set up another payment process. You need to set up, and they all accept. Okay, none of them are good. They all PayPal bound people. But by the time they figure out, but you're not even really doing too much, man. So, but they'll set up multiple payment processors, more than one. We'll set up we can set up a simple blog with a membership website. There's a bunch of ways to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
You could either, this is another. It's kind of crazy, but I know people who have done it that are doing really well. You can set up an OnlyFans. OnlyFans is not only for pornography; it's another subscription-based type of thing. There's other platforms like that. You can just what I would personally do is take full control of the list and take full control of your technology. I would set up a membership site that charges the same amount of money, $10 a month. Don't charge $10 a month. Most of the people will stay on there, and then it's going to be like a blog, like with Broadcast, but it's going to be like a membership site. Can I
share links to videos and stuff on that website?
It'll be Patreon. It'll be just like Patreon, just not Patreon. It'll have the same exact functionality as Patreon, just not Patreon.
Wow. So, and will people be able?
You're just going to be off Patreon. And all these dipshits who are making fun of you, they're so stupid. They're next. They think that they're not next. If they're using the gambling excuse to ban you, guess what? They're next.
Yeah.
All these morons who are cheering you on. They're morons, bro.
That's
they
true.
Are next. They are definitely. You think you're the first one to fall for whatever reason. The thing is, if you think that they're all going to fall in due time.
I agree with you, mate.
So they're a bunch of morons because they're cheering on their own demise. They think they're special. They're not special now.
Wow. Yeah, you're spot on.
And they may be cleaning house. It's so stupid because it is what it is. But at the end of the day, there's easy solutions. It's not that hard. We could just set up a simple way to do it, and we just set up a blog. I'll do the hosting. I have a server. We can do the hosting. The best thing is to control everything. I'm personally trying to get rid of Gmail. Dude. I'm trying to get off of all tech platforms.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty much I'm pretty much a nobody, and I'm very low key. And I don't, so that I want to get off all the tech stuff as much as possible. You could also set up a membership site. It's only 300 people, man. You could set up a Signal on your phone, just use Signal, because Signal's pretty rock solid right now, and just have them pay $10 a month to go on Signal.
Somebody told me I had 303 patrons, and I had my awakening at 33, and I was born on 33 day numerology, and Jesus died at 33, and that's why they removed my page. And 303 is how many playoff losses the Boston Celtics are on after losing 4-2. It's like they took me at 303. They got rid of my channel with 303 patrons. It's like, what is this, man? But if on this website, can I message my patrons? That's what I care about. Can I actually message them?
We can set it up. There's a million ways to do it. There's no limitations, brothers. I've been doing this for 12 years. There's no limitations.
Okay.
We can do it every. We can replace Patreon in a blink of an eye. The only problem is you need to future-proof yourself so the shit doesn't happen again. And the only thing that you have in your control is your email. If they gave you the emails, you're one step ahead. But like you have 5,000 subscribers on your
on YouTube.
right?
On YouTube, I have 5,000 and something. Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll do like a live stream, and then we'll try to get some of those 5,000 subscribers on your Patreon. If you have 5,000 subscribers, I bet you get like another 50 to 100 people paying you every month.
Yeah, people are telling me to charge people to listen to my live streams, but it doesn't feel like that.
It's up to you, man. Whatever, I just want to help you bounce back as best I can. I have the skill set. I don't know everything, but like I said, I've been doing this for about 12 years. I do know quite a bit. I don't know everything though, but I can help you bounce back.
It means so much that you're reaching out to me.
That are making fun of you they're stupid because they're next. I personally think someone, there's a lot. I don't see the negativity, man, because like I don't see it into negativity because it's another. These are people that are either they're agents or they're fools. I don't see it, or they want to. So I don't see them to negativity, man.
Mate, do you know that Gabrielle gets you 54 and 135 like Kobe Bean Bryant?
No, I didn't know that, brother. I did not know that. I just started, you know what, man? What I started doing gematria, straight up, and I really recommend everybody do this with gematria.
Yeah.
Because I thought, like, why the hell do these people, because it's obvious that it's real and it's obvious that they code stuff, okay?
Yeah. It's just who's doing it.
So why don't you start coding your own stuff? So what I started doing is I started coding my goals.
Yeah, I code people's lives. I've done it a few times.
But I code my goals and like they already exist. Like I have this. And I just started doing this a couple of days ago, man.
It's amazing.
And so now when I see like and it's funny, two of my biggest goals, guess what in the pure cipher, they go 303. They calculate to 303. And my biggest goals, if I were to accomplish those goals, it would totally flip my life in a totally different place, and they all code at 303.
Mate, can I just say something?
I don't know.
Like, I just told you my Patreon got deleted with 303 patrons. Is your dialing code area code 303?
Yeah.
Are you? Wait, guys, listen. Wait. Let me just explain this and break this down. I'm not going to share your number, guys. My Patreon just got deleted with 303, and the guy who's reaching out to me, that's really, really going to help me. I can feel it. His area code is 303.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, 303. And I'm telling you, bro, we live in a matrix. I'm a Christian too, by the way, 100% Christian.
Yep.
And I've been a Christian for 25 years, and most Christians are just babies, or they're just a lot of whatever. I'm a Christian. I have friends that are Muslim. One of my best friends is Muslim, so I don't really care about all that. What I've learned is we all have the same enemy. We all have the same enemy, and it's Satan. We call him Satan. The Muslims call him Satan. I don't even know that everybody has these. So we all have the same enemy. And
wow, we do, yeah.
You're right. Everything you're saying is spot on. We are in the end times.
You do agree that we're living in Revelation.
My thing, brothers, exactly. But my thing is, you're worried about. I hear you're worried about $2,500, man, that you lost into. That's a big blow. I know it is. It can be easily replaced. I bet you double it. I bet you make $2,400 to $2,500. But for all the dipshit who are making fun of you and laughing, they are next. They're so stupid. They are next.
I know.
They're next. Because you're just the first one to fall. And they're dummies. They're fools.
Yeah, they just get joy from other people's misfortune, and they're going to experience it. We all are soon. But some of us are going to be prepared for it.
By the time they experience it, you'll be down the road making $5,000 a month instead of $2,400 a month or whatever you're making. And now Patreon is not going to take that cut. You're going to keep all of it.
Oh my God! I've just remembered I was actually making 2,400 for Kobe Bryant's number 24. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, but see, my thing is, by the time they go through what you're going through now, you already picked yourself up, get yourself up, and make twice as much as you were before.
I just think right now, if we are living through revelation and end times, that right now you want to be around people. You want to be around people that feel that way.
I hear you stressed, like you were stressed out talking about. I'm not going to get back to my family. You know, we don't need to be stressed out. I'll help you in every way I can.
Mate, it means so much. It's not an accident that Gabrielle with a 303 area code and it's messaged me the first person to message me.
Adam, this is probably a blessing. It's probably a blessing because it's better to be the first. Because I don't know if you know who Alex Jones is.
Yeah, Alex Jones. Yeah.
Okay, love him, hate him, whatever. I have my mixed feelings about him. I have mixed feelings about him. But he was the first to get banned and this and that and banned and all. He was the first one in 2016, and all these dipshit morons were making fun of him. And guess what? Now he's back. He's got his own platform. He's got his own stuff. He's got his own thing. He's got a bigger audience. He's bigger than ever before. And by now, all these idiots that are making fun of him, it's happening to everybody. You're the first one to fall. So because you're the first one to fall, you're not the last. It's my point. So all these people.
Well, I'm very, 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 very grateful for you reaching out to me. Can I give you a proper call, like tonight or tomorrow?
I'm telling you, it was providential because I don't know. I watch your live stream, sometimes after the fact because I'm working.
Yeah.
So it was weird that I saw you and I was like, man, let me, because it's not that complicated to help you, man.
There's the famous saying though, it's only easy when you know the answer. And for somebody like you, creating a website might be straightforward. For me, I don't know where to start. I don't know where. Everyone keeps telling me to set up a website. I never bothered.
It'll take me like 1 to 3 days, bro. Depending on what we're gonna. We have to strategize, not to figure out the best.
Well, maybe we can work. We can work on it and try get it done by July. It gives us like 10, 11 days to figure it out.
Before July, it's just I just gotta spin up the server. I gotta put up. I use WordPress. We put WordPress on my server or your server, whatever. Just put it on a server. Servers are not that expensive. You're not gonna get that much traffic. So you can probably use like a basic server, and then you just set up a blog. And that's it. And a lot of the code is free. Especially now, WordPress is badass because WordPress is really good. If you have to buy any code, I have some code, but I don't even think we need to buy anything. I don't know what we need to buy, but then you set up. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go, and if it's successful, then I can pay you. I know you said you'll do it for free, but if it's successful, I can pay you. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for money.
I know, but
well, I don't think so, but then let's just spin up a thing, and if you only have there's 100 ways to cut, but you're stressing over 25. You don't need to now. There's a lot of ways to fix it. It's not that it's weird how you're on there, and it's just amazing to me like how all these people are, they're just funny to me, man.
I need to reach out. I need to reach out to some other people who've had their patrons.
I'm 50 years old, bro. I'm 50 years old. I don't look like I'm 50. People say I look like I'm 30, but I'm 50 years old, and these people that are just children, man. It's just hilarious. It's sad. It's not. It's sad. But they're just like they're gleeful that, and it doesn't matter that they're next. And the thing is, you just need to just hurry up and get up and move and that's something I like about you. You lick your wounds. And once you're done licking your wounds, you get back up and you kick ass.
For me, losing my Patreon today was meant to happen. So I'm fine with it. I think when you have that mindset, it's meant to happen. I ain't feeling sorry for myself. It's meant to happen, and I'll go to a different level with it. And maybe, like you said, it'll be even better than it was before. I'm not licking my wounds. I ain't crying about this.
It's gonna be better. I bet you make twice as much. I bet you 4,000 and 5,000 a month. Because right now, with all the end times coming and all this, I agree with you 100%. I mean, you got to be a fool to not see what's going on.
Yeah, you got to be blind. Like you got to be spiritually blind, not physically.
You got to be, or you don't want to know the truth. A lot of my friends got the back. I don't know. The long story short is, you need money right now. You need provision.
But I just need to make money to be all right. Like I would love to be able to see my family in England. That's my biggest goal. Right now, I don't know if I can, but if I would have had Patreon, I would have been laughing. I was going to save 2 months.
Me personally, I wouldn't want to be. I'm trying to get to Mexico. Me personally.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope you do. I hope you get
Me
here.
personally, I want to get out of the States. That's what I'm trying to do personally. I think the shit's gonna hit the fan.
Oh, I can feel that. Well, there's a reason why I got out when I did without realizing.
It's all done by design. They did this on purpose. It's not. It's a coincidence. They all did it on purpose.
But do you agree? Do you agree that it's Satan using man? It's not man. Satan's possessed these people who've.
God by now, you're never going to believe God. I mean, it's crazy. You can. There's a bunch of. I have my own story of why I'm a Christian. And I discuss that with you in private. But at the end of the day, man,
Isn't it so much better and more beautiful knowing that this is God versus Satan and not like rich versus poor or elite versus the average Joe? This is God against Satan and God's fucking winning. No doubt in my mind. It's like an NBA game. There might be times where you think, oh, Satan's leading at halftime. Shit, there's no way God's going to come back. It's done. The game's over. No. Boom. It's done. That's how I see it, man. So knowing this doesn't scare me. It's why I don't have any fear of anything or anyone, because I know God wins. I know. I don't think. I know in my soul, man. So if I can have a platform and inspire people and have enough money to be all right, because I don't need much. I need money for food and rent. That is it. I don't need all the other shit I used to need or thought I needed.
You're spot on. You're spot on it's God against Satan. It's a joke because he's going to lose. And he knows he's going to lose. He's got all these idiots around.
Oh, he knows. I told you. I told you the best example of it for me is in the movie Scarface, where he knows he's going to get killed, so he shoots as many people as he can. But he knows he's about to die. He knows his time's up, so he's shooting everyone, but he knows he's going. And that's what's going on with Satan. He knows he's going to that lake of fire. He knows it, but he wants to bring people with him. That's what he wants. He wants to bring people with him.
Yep.
And he wants you to turn away from God, how God basically banished him from heaven.
Correct.
That's how I see it, and that's what I feel. And I don't care what anyone else feels at this point when it comes to this. I don't care. Like, it's my truth, man, and that's so huge.
No, you're spot on. But you have to have provisions in these times that are turning to shit. Okay, you got to have provisions. You got to have money. You got to have, because money equals freedom. Money equals choice.
100%. It is. I'm aware of that. We need it.
You got to have the money to feed your family in England.
No, we need it. We need it in the system to operate. And I think soon enough you will be at a point where, I've said this, unless you completely play along with Satan, you won't get access to any money. And I'm ready for that.
You know how you want it to mask? I'm the same way. I haven't been in the store. I just started going to the store. They just let off the mask. I don't wear the mask. I didn't do none of anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was all scam from day one. And unfortunately, the one who it is what it is, man. But you need provisions during this time. You gotta have money, man. What I focus on, like, I got my awakening in 2008, and I shit myself. In 2008, I realized that's when I learned about a lot of the stuff and the symbolism, and I shit myself, and I totally forgot that I'm the one in control of my life. I decide what affects me and what doesn't affect me.
God has given every single person free will.
And what does the devil try to take? Your free will.
Exactly. That's what he wants, your free will and your spirit.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the point now where I can't even watch a movie because I see the poison fish.
I don't watch TV. I don't even own a TV.
I see the programming, and I can't even. I don't enjoy watching. It's weird, man. It kind of sucks because I can't really watch anything because it's just annoying. Because I see the programming. I see the little subliminal messaging that they're trying to grip in there.
And also with the movies and the predictive programming and the length of the movies and the this, that, and the other, People need to realize that it's Satan. It isn't man. It isn't a producer saying, we're going to do 2 hours and 1 minute. We're going to do this symbolism at this time with this. It's Satan using these people.
I never followed it like that, but I wouldn't got it. See, the thing is, though, that's one reason with the gematria. God created the gematria. So that these people are so obsessed with the code. Because you got, I mean, I see the code. I mean, I don't see the code either, but I see the code. It's obvious, like 56 and 322 and all that crap.
Yeah.
So I told him, well, why don't I code my goals? Why don't I take the gematria and put my goals as a code, and then I'm gonna put something crazy out of them. Like 2 of the biggest goals within the pure cipher is 303.
When were you? Do you mind me asking you when you were born?
71.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. 79?
71. 1971.
That's 1971. That's when the World Economic Forum was founded by Klaus Schwab. Can you tell me the month and day? Actually, maybe I'll do this in private. You might not want, even though they have all our details. I wanted to do the span from your birth date to mine, but you don't have to give me it. We'll do it in a separate call. I just want to know the days between your birth date and mine, because I will find something huge. I know it.
Yeah, you probably would,
but you don't have to tell me it right now. I sometimes forget. Like, but the fact is, you're 15 years older than me.
Probably, brother. Yeah, I'm 50. Right? I'm 50 years old, but I'm not a kid. But at the end of the day, you gotta have provisions out. You gotta have provisions out. You gotta have money to.
Yeah, well, if you can help me with this platform, it'll be huge, mate.
Plane tickets for the UK can't be cheap. I mean, they can't be. They gotta be at least $1,000.
Yeah, people tell me to set up a new Patreon, but why? For them to just do the same thing again?
No, I mean you can. The bottom line is, bro. Like, this is the point that I was making. In 2008, I shoot myself for about 2 to 3 years. I mean, I shit myself, and what I learned was I have free will. I control my destiny.
You control your thoughts dictate your reality, don't they? You dictate your reality.
I shit myself so bad. I got so scared that I forgot that I am in control. I am in control. Yes, the world is a big pile, is a big cesspool, it's a big sewer. It is.
It's amazing, yeah.
That I do it for.
Yeah, don't you hate this? Don't you detest the expression? I had no choice. I had no choice. I had to get the thing for work. No, you always have a choice. You chose the easy one. You chose the easy route.
The main thing the devil wants to do is make you a slave. He wants to make you a slave. He wants you to make you think you have no power, because that is a lie. You have all the power.
He can only make you believe that. He can't. Yeah, he can only make you think that. That's it. He can just deceive you. He just is the master of deception, the Lord of lies. That's what he does. The great deceiver.
You have to get this. You have to get this in your spirit. You have the power. The Bible says you are a little God, not God, a little God. And all the you have to control your thoughts and control your focus, because that's what they try to steal.
That's all about my book. My whole book is about how your thoughts dictate your reality, and you have to figure out if you control your own mind or if it's being controlled by outer forces like the mainstream or Satan. So, mate, I'll never forget this. Whatever happens, mate, whether I set up the website with you, whether I make money again from this, I'll never forget that you've reached out to me, mate. I'll never forget this at all. No, I know you are, but the fact that you even reached out to me, you don't even know me. I think God, I swear down, thank you, mate. Thank you. I hand on my heart. I truly believe, mate.
You don't need to be stressed out, and you don't need to be all, $2,500. You can spend. I bet you get 5,000.
I don't even need, mate. I don't even need 2,500. I don't think that's where I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about my bills. It'd be nice if I got that again. I earned it, but I've never, out of all the Patreons that I'm subscribed to, I think I'm subscribed to like 5. You're the one who puts in the most work. Thank you.
You're the one who puts in the most work, my friend, and you're waking people up, and you're giving people motivation, and and you deserve to be supported. So
It's just my biggest concern is if I miss out on all this money that I was making, I will need a regular job. I won't be doing live streams. I won't be coding. I'll be back in Satan's matrix. And people go, I missed that illusion, guy.
I don't watch all your live streams live. I do, and it was just a coincidence I found it. You know, because I saw your thing, and I was like, let me reach out to this dude. I was trying to tell you that before, because you were saying, oh, they're going to take me off. And I was like, you need to get the fuck up. You need to get off all these tech platforms because they all hate us. They hate us. They don't like us. But there's other options. There's other ways to do it. And then what you do is you get redundant with them. You know, you become the Hydra. If you have like, if they cut off one, you do them. So we could do Signal. We could do a Signal one. We could do a Discord that's paid, and we could do a website. There's 3 different things that we can do that are damn near free.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do is feel sorry for yourself. That's the worst thing you can do.
Well, I mean, you're 100%. The worst thing you can do is stay feeling sorry for yourself. You can't stay. That's the thing I noticed about you is you jump out of it. Like you go through the morning and then you jump out of it. You don't stay there. You don't stay in the
Oh, mate, all I'm going to do now with adversity like this, I've said this in recent lives, if I get called out or somebody pushes me, then I'm going to go next level. It's how I am without being cocky. I'm going to make sure that I get even better now.
You have to understand, brother, they're clowns. The people that don't have a life, if they're sitting there being negative
yeah, in my live stream every day, calling me out every day.
They don't have a life. Either they're agents, they don't have a life, or they're pathetic. And I feel sorry for them. I really do, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Takashi, whatever the fuck his name is. You don't even use his real name. That's my real name. My name is my real name. That's my real name. That's my picture. You have my email. I'm not hiding behind a fake post.
Oh no, I trust. I trust you. I ain't worried about. I'm not going to go through my whole life questioning every single person.
They don't use their real name because they're cowards. They're from the hide, and they attack you. Use your real name if you're such a badass. But they're not. They're either agents, or they're little followers, or they're just miserable human beings who want to. I call them lost.
That's
the thing I like about you. You give them no oxygen. You don't even battle. I've watched you. I've studied you for a long time. I know how. I don't know you, but I know how you operate in the chat. And you don't give them. You're like, I'm not going to ban you. You can say what you. You know, you just like somebody said that you're not good with girls or something. You're like, I'm very. You don't even care. You're like, I'm good with girls. Girls like me. And he went off and like, okay,
I know.
He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. No, because I don't like whatever his name is, Takashi, whatever his like, you know, he didn't show his face because I've watched it of history.
It's just a lost soul, mate. I don't even know if it's an agent. It's just a lost soul. It's a lost soul.
He's talking all kinds of crazy shit. Like, he's talking crazy.
I know.
Like, yesterday he was on a live stream with a homeless guy, and he starts, I'm like, why are you degrading some homeless guy? He's a kid. I guarantee you he's going to.
Yeah, somebody told me he was degrading a homeless guy.
He's immature, but he's like talking crazy. He's talking crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, just low frequencies, people. So.
Unfortunately, he's not. I mean, you know, but I don't listen. I don't, you know. I'm like you. What I like about you is you don't give your enemies oxygen. They get no oxygen. They get no attention. Like all this, you know, my name. I'm looking at the chat and saying, "Oh, Juan Gabriel is an invert." He was a homosexual, but he was one of the best singers in Mexico. Clearly, he's up there with Michael Jackson, which you really don't know who he is.
Yeah, I know, mate.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
I just think, okay, that guy's a joke. You know, I don't even care because it's out of all this, you know, it's like people are just funny, dude.
Well,
people have no life. It's sad. They have no life, and it's sad, bro. It really is. The older I get, the more I don't really. You know, it's crazy. But as far as the Patreon is concerned, there's 3 solutions we can use. We can use a blog, the website, and you buy the domain name. Because here's the thing: you never want me to buy the domain name because then I control the domain name. So you want to buy the domain name, they're like a penny or like $20 for 2 years. I can host it for you, or you can host it yourself, and then we have a blog. But the more control you have is the way I recommend. And then we can set up a Signal account, like a subscription-based Signal. We can set up a Discord server. And that's on your phone, so we can have 3. And really, the truth, we should have all 3. you have your Twitter, which is still live, so I would lean towards your Twitter right now. I would do enough live stream once we set up an email, a way to capture the emails. And what you want to do is you want to capture emails.
I'll just forward you. I'll forward you the document they sent me with all the emails. It's only the email. Like I've told you, everyone's given their email address away to somebody. You can access anyone's email.
But what you want to do is you want to get the emails from, you want to get your subscribers on there too, if you can. And you know then you make them pay you $10 a month. Just leave it same. Because this time we're going through PayPal, but I'd also set up a Stripe, and I set up that too. I set up a Stripe, I set up a Square, I set up a PayPal, and rotate between all three. That way it'll be more difficult for them to do this to you. And really and truly, your diehard fans like myself, they'll go with you, my friend. I mean, I don't know if they'll go with you, but again, you know, you're going to probably make the same money as you did. So if we hurry up, it's the 20th. We could probably get it done by the end of the month, and then you won't skip a beat. You see what I'm saying? Then we're trying to
and Patreon were taxing me 21% as well of my money. That's a lot.
PayPal only charges you PayPal taxes you 3.4% to 50% per transaction, 50 cents per transaction. That's what they charge. And if you do it through a subscription, you can set up a subscription button through PayPal. I'll show you how to do that. And you can use PayPal for now. But I would quickly get Stripe set up. I would get as many payment processors as you can set up. So with one tag, you got another. You never want to. One is the most deadliest number in business.
Well, can I give you a proper ring tomorrow? Can I have a proper ring with you tomorrow, just you and I, and we'll figure it out. And we'll make this work, and then I'll start promoting it. I don't know how it works.
I can call Mexico for free on my phone. I can call Mexico for free. I can call you.
Same, yeah. As long as I have Wi-Fi, I'm good. Calling the US.
Okay. Are you paying for this call, my friend?
No. As far I hope not. As far as I'm aware, because I have Wi-Fi and it's on WhatsApp, then it's fine. It's just like
calling Mexico. Because I have family in Mexico, so calling Mexico is free.
Perfect. Well, I'll give you a call tomorrow because today I have to go coach, and then I'm teaching English online for a little bit. Don't make much money, but I love doing it. And then I can call you tomorrow. My schedule is pretty open tomorrow.
If you could, my friend, because I'm going to be very honest with you. I took my phone up because I watched him. I called him again. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
I called him back to the live stream just as you said you were going to open an email. Then I called him.
Wow.
And I called him back. So I usually keep my phone off. It's usually off.
Meant to be, isn't it?
So if you can give me we're in the same time zone because right now it's 1:30, right? 1:31.
Yes, 131, like the Warriors have 131 home playoff wins. Okay.
I just have an appointment today. It's between 5 and 6. I'll be busy. Maybe 5 and 7, but probably 5 and 6. 5 and 6 or 5 and 7, but it might be a little bit earlier. And if you can just give me a time and we'll talk. We'll figure it out.
Okay, mate. I really appreciate this. I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Yeah, let's get it done. We can get it done before the end of the month. It's not very complicated. For me, it's easy. And once I show you how to do it, it's easy. It's not hard. And we just gotta get it done. If we can get it done before the end of the month, you'll get most of your money, then it won't even skip a beat. And then you're gonna make more. If you get 240 your Patreon, giving you $10 a month, you'll be at what you're making now.
I have 303.
Because then you might have some leakage. You might not have some leakage. You may not have some leakage. But it might be good because a lot of people, you don't have that many hitters on your Patreon. You have a couple more on, but not too many that I've seen. Right? So you get 200 on your Patreon. You have 2,000 left, and then the next month, then you start pushing that private membership site on your Twitter. Use these tech platforms that you have an audience while you can, because like I said, all the fools who are laughing at you for losing doors. They're fools because they're next. They're fools. I've seen it happen many times. When you live to be 50 years old, you see a lot of shit, and I've seen it. So let's just hurry up and fix it as quick as we can. Call me. Give me a time. Give me a time when you can meet, and you want to call me so I can have my phone on.
Yeah, I'll message you tonight with a time for tomorrow, and you just let me know if it works.
Can you message me? Can you message me from this phone?
Yeah, I can message you.
have a client in Pakistan who uses WhatsApp. Right?
Do you have Telegram or WhatsApp or anything like that?
I have WhatsApp. I have all that. Bro.
I can
don't
message
have
you
it
on
activated.
WhatsApp. I can message you on
But
WhatsApp.
I just activated WhatsApp.
Okay. Well, I'll do that tomorrow, mate.
I just activated it.
I'm very grateful to you reaching out.
I just don't want you paying for the call, my friend. That's all.
No, I'm not paying, mate. I'm all good. I'm not paying.
I mean, you can even set up if you want to get crazy, you can set up an OnlyFans. Those guys that use OnlyFans and they don't just sell pornography, they sell information.
I'll look into it all. I don't have a clue how it all works, but
And the reason I say OnlyFans is because they're not going to ban you there. They're sell pornography. They're going to care about sports. But there's people on OnlyFans that
no, they got rid of me because of what I exposed about the devil. It wasn't anything to do with sports. I've been recording sports 2 years on there. They deleted me because of my video was the best video I've ever done. Simple as that. No other way. Yeah, I know the clowns may have complained about me and said he's doing this.
There could have been a bunch of clowns that reported you.
So be it. It's happened. Yeah, it's happened. I move on, but I'm going to get off now. There's loads of people leaving comments, and I think they think that I'm ignoring them. So I'm gonna give you a message later tonight, mate. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, yeah, because I don't answer my phone, brother. So
yeah, no worries. It's fine.
Or text message, because I want to make sure I don't miss your call.
Yeah, no, we'll make it work.
Because by the grace of God, I barely clicked on there. I clicked on there when you said you were going to come. Oh shit, I got to turn my phone on.
It's going to work out, mate. It's all going to work out. So.
I see the providence of God. I see God finds on this, brother. So, okay.
All right, mate. Much love to you. Thank you very much.
Likewise, my brother. Take care.
Take care, mate. Bye. Whew. Wow, that was incredibly nice. I'll read the comments. I'm sure there's a lot of good ones, a lot of negative ones. That's how it seems to work with me these days. Attaches in disguise. Who? What? Adverse practice? What's he saying? Shalusions. How you doing, Brian? I don't mind you calling me Shalusions. You're a funny guy, nice guy. What are you saying? Hang up the phone. No, the guy's giving me so much of his time and energy. I'm going to set up a website for me. I'm going to hear him out. I look like a broken man. A loose loser? What? Funny how the technocrats sucked all Adam's energy. Mate, could you do a live stream for 2 hours and 32 minutes, baby? No, you couldn't. Is Adam really crying on his angel's shoulder? Yeah. Yeah, I'm crying. Tears are flooding down my face. They're literally NPCs thinking they're some kind of a way. Okay, I'll keep the guy in. I don't know who he is. Brush it off. I like this guy, Bobby. Who's Bobby? I don't know. Serbian, I suggest you selling membership directly through Telegram and Discord. Better both, since Discord servers can get deleted. Thank you, Bambi. Bambi actually told me a while ago, you better be careful decoding sports on Patreon. She did tell me that. Yeah, people are calling out Zach. Zach's Patreon's never been deleted, but his YouTube channel has, which, again, getting your YouTube channel deleted don't mean that much. He always sets up a new one. It's fine. Your Patreon getting taken away from you is... Especially, I'm not this guy who had 10 Patreons, like who's making spending money. Like I was making a living, and yeah, I've just lost $2,500. It is what it is. It isn't the only server. I agree. God is love, and what Gabrielle is doing is love. Let's continue fulfilling the law of thou shalt love thy neighbors as themselves. Yeah. Believe me or not, my date of birth is 4/10/1999, and that comes to 33. They didn't take your money. That's fantastic. So my last ever Patreon, who got me to 303, was born on 33, date numerology. And then the guy who's just called me, saying he'll set up a website for me, his area code is 303. And my last future was the Warriors to beat Boston, which I called in December. And Boston ended on 303 playoff losses. It's from I have the Lightning to lose to Colorado.
in the Stanley Cup Finals. I lived in Colorado. I didn't know that the area code was 303. You think COVID's over? It's never. I can't say what I want to say. How can something be over that never actually was here in the first place? Free yourself from this hatred. You can hear it in his voice. What can you hear in my voice? What happened? Basically, Patreon just removed my channel. Said I was promoting gambling, even though I've been doing it 2 years, and there's thousands of people doing the same thing who've been doing it longer than me. They did it because I'm exposing things that really matter in the world, not who's going to win the Super Bowl. They don't mind you doing that. That's why they let Zach talk about what he talks about, because it's not really having any positive impact. It's not revealing revelation. It's not getting you closer to God, what I'm doing. That's why those people are fine with their Patreons. Somebody's working on a Pope Francis decode. I can help you with that. Something big's going to go down when that guy turns 86. And somebody mentioned that they're after me because of what I exposed about the royal family. Maybe. Sucks what happened with your Patreon. It does. It does. It sucks. But what do? Move on. Grow. I had 2 years. I met a lot of amazing people. I acquired a lot of knowledge. I've saved some of the money. So the next couple of months' rent, it's not like I'm in a position where I can't pay rent for the next 2 months. I've got that. Maybe it's a blessing to tell me to do summer camps. Like he said, he sets up a website. I'll end up making more money, but whatever. I'll probably end up making more money than what I was. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't make any money from doing what I'm doing. And let's see. I'll have to type this date. I'm going to actually type this date now because they will remove my YouTube channel. I'm going to do the date, the span. I know it's going to happen. 26, 22. Patreon deleted. Wow. Outrageous, eh? Gabriel. Thank you, mate. Whatever happens. Patreon, absolutely despicable. Despicable platform. And I was never naive enough to know that, oh no, Patreon's one of the good websites. I know they own all of the internet practically, especially when it comes to things like Patreon. Your account has been disabled. Why? Hey? Why? Ooh, somebody's asking me to do a personal decode for them. Wow. I'm not going to say who, but I'm going to do this for them. I'm not going to read. Let me read it now in my head. I'm not sure if you personally. Oh my goodness, this person was born 8/1, August the 1st for Kobe. Come on, and she wants me to decode her life. I'd like to pay whatever you. She hasn't worked in over a year. Okay. Thank you and God bless you for your doing. Every soul you save is worth the effort. Yeah. God will not forget what you've done. I feel like we do as much as we can with the time left. Your prediction makes a lot of sense. I'll respond to that email after this. Well, so that somebody wants me to decode their life. They don't work, so I don't have much money. So I'll do it for a small fee. She said she wants to pay me, but she doesn't work. So I'll just ask her whatever you can afford. If she tells me $5, I'll do it for. I'll pay for a chicken curry. 9/11/2023 equals 9/11 code and 322 code. Wow, Alan. Yeah. For all of you out there, if you've seen my code, yeah, my Patreon was deleted by the numbers. On 26, 2 months and 6 days after my birthday. I'm going to do it from my birth date. I'm going to do it for my birthday. Exactly 1,888 weeks. 36 years, 2 months and 6 days. Wow. 1888 weeks on the nose. Wow. I'm smiling about it. It's quite simply wild stuff. Let's do it for my upcoming birthday. Oh my goodness. Guys, my whole code was about Revelation and the beast reigning for 42 months. My page just got deleted 42 weeks before my birthday. And by the way, I'm 36, and a lot of my code was about 666, the number of the beast, and 666 is the 36 triangular number. And my page just got deleted at age 36, which is 6 times 6 when the Church of Satan was founded. So Satan's got it in for me. Someone joined your Patreon just to report you. He knows where to report for that bedding break. Maybe. I don't know. I destroyed Itachi yesterday and Zach Hubbard, and the day after my Patreon's gone. I destroyed him. So let him enjoy his moment. I think it's them, but it might not be. It might have nothing to do with them. I thought Patreon were the good guys. I actually was naive to think that at the beginning, but no. Patreon's no different to YouTube. Argentina have a phenomenal group. Phenomenal riddle. Maybe the best riddle at this point. Thought it was England. Elizabeth's still here. The riddle for Argentina. I just don't know where to share my codes anymore. People are going to really miss my codes. I ain't just going to come live every day and give them out for free when I work so hard on them. So I won't be able to if I work a normal job again. The schools are going to be happy if I do go back to that, put it that way. I've got a choice. Every school's offered me. No, I'm not going to kick people out anymore. I had way more, of course, mate. I've just woke up to say I've lost $2,500 a month. And I'm still here sharing that with you all. Of course I feel down compared to yesterday. Is that not normal? I'm still here and I'll overcome it like I always do. I always go to a next level. I ascend. Ascension to a different dimension. Whilst you're in my live making fun out of me cutting up cucumbers. Can I set it up again? Yeah, I'm sure I can. It'll be a process. I could try set it up again. But they'll probably do the same thing. It needs one person to complain. This guy said this guy called out this guy said somebody's inverted. Like, somebody's just going to keep reporting me now. And that's where we're living now. Political correctness, all by design, so you can't call out Satanism. That's what's going to happen. So if I set up a Patreon, it'll be gone again. I don't think you can report a website, a private website. These people can't report it because it's private. It's privately owned. A lot of people whose channels get removed it's usually because they say beautiful things about God and call out the devil. They set up their own websites and they do well. I'll figure it all out. Well, it's almost 2:00. I'll do about another 30 minutes max. And then if my YouTube gets removed, I'll go to BitChute and then maybe that gets removed. But I'll just figure it out along the way. I don't know if I lost my YouTube. I don't think I'd set it up again. It'd take me ages to get 5,000, like over 3,000. You need 3,000, is it, to get monetized, or is it 1,000? I don't know. This website's good. A good idea, I think. No, there's a lot to think about. I can't check who joined. Well, I know the guy who joined my Patreon. He set up today. I don't think it was him. I think the guy who signed up was a genuine guy. This guy needs humbling. Me? I'm about to officially become a true Christian. I don't know what is a true Christian. I just believe in God. I don't know about the term Christian. I think most people would come back to you. I don't know if I'm not doing sports anymore because I'm not allowed. I think if I set up another one, it'll just get taken down again. But I'll try. I may as well try set one up, put it on my Twitter. Hey guys, I have a new Patreon. However, I won't be decoding sports. If you want to support me, here's the link. But I don't want to set it up now with 10 days of the month left and make you pay $10 for 10 days. I don't want to take that money from you. I don't know. Setting up a website with PayPal takes work. Your PayPal can get limited after a lot of transactions. Yeah, there'll be all sorts of stuff that make this difficult for me. But again, I was okay before making money online. It's just like I said, if I have to go back in the matrix to pay for my rent, I won't be the illusion anymore. I'll be back to being Adam. That's the reality. Told you the last school I worked at, they asked me to get rid of my channel. They asked me. I know a lot of people will be upset if I stop doing this. And maybe that's what ends up happening. I don't know. And I just focus on my own journey. I don't know. I don't want it to be that. But it might be. I would make a new YouTube. It was worth it when I did it. Okay. Yeah, BitChute is terrible. Hardly anybody watches your stuff. Wipe the floor with you, my son. I'm not going to get involved with two people going at each other. I know. Yeah, I'll just say it'll all work out. It's going to work out. But like I said, I don't think it's truly hit me yet. It's truly hit me what just happened. I'm going to respond to this lady. What's her name? She's got a nice name. I'm not going to say it. Ow. I'm going to get this book out there, but now I feel like I need to add to it with Revelation. I'm going to really work hard on that book, man. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. Nobody's taking that away from me. Nobody. Like I said, my book, it's not going to go on Amazon. They're not going to allow it. So I don't care. And I ain't going to be begging for money either. I'm not going to be begging for your money. $4,933 emails. Wow. I'm going to have to clean up. Oh, my emails. There's thousands of them. Why do I stay on 69 likes for so long? For the Jesuits? For Saturn? For Duality? For the 6 and 9? Strange. Yeah, Itachi's in the comments. It's probably the adverse practice. Something not right with him, but it's okay. You lost your channel at 5K and now you've got 12K. Joseph, you deserve 100K, mate. 200K with what you do. And you and I need to work together. Set up another on someone else's name of PayPal. If it gets deleted against someone who's reporting you 100%. It's the world we live in now. People can report you for like doing nothing wrong and you get in trouble. I complained to Patreon asking for my money back. Laugh out loud. If I get it back, I send it to you. No, keep it for your family. Keep it for your family. I don't know if they'll give you it back. They won't want to give you it back, these people. I say, unfortunately, due to blah, blah, blah unforeseen circumstances, that will be impossible. We are sorry to announce, la, la, la. That's all they'll do. But it's very nice that you said it. Why did your Patreon get deleted? I've said it about 100 times. They said that I was promoting gambling. I've been doing it for 2 years. For people's safety. When all commercials on the mainstream media promote gambling. And saying that I'm abusing other people and funding illegal activity. So I guess to them, illegal activity is gambling if it's in certain states that don't allow gambling. What a corrupt world we live in right now. Wow. Crazy. Wow. It will go back. I hope so. I hope you get your money back. All right. Enjoy your Pope video, Joseph. It is, it's a piss take, but happened for a reason. Yeah, that's how I see it. You do abuse numbers, mate. Okay. The illegal activity is exposing the puppets. Yeah, that's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. My last month supporting on Patreon. Adam Lastman, thanks for everything. Thanks for continuing to support me. Yeah, it's people like you that made me realize what I did was amazing. So cheers. What should you do if you're bullied? Stand up to the bully. Their system is not automatic. Someone that really wanted to harm you knew where they should report. Same as you can delete any Discord server if you know where to. I agree. Whoever's done this knows what they're doing. I don't know what Subscribestar is. I don't know anything about these other platforms. I only did Patreons. People said you should do it. You're really good. You can make money from your knowledge. I thought, okay, but what's Patreon? They explained it. I set it up. And I was a success. I would say whatever happens, you can't take that away. I got 303 patrons. The highest I ever got was 346 people in the world paying me. That's an amazing achievement. And that'll never be taken away from me. And take the money off me now, but all the other stuff they can't take from me. I donate to people on PayPal, never Patreon. Let's see if people. I just got a Patreon. Send me money to my PayPal. $44, which I'm very, 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 very happy with. For Tom Brady's age, it's how old Kobe's going to turn this year. 44. I don't think I've got anything else to say other than thank you to everyone that supported me and continues to do it. And if I get another platform, I'll let you know. If I don't, I'll still have this until they remove me. still go live. I think the way I present my work is going to be different now. There's going to be a lot more talk of revelation and God, and not so much about sports and who's going to win. So I may lose people, but I'll gain people. And whatever at this point, to be honest. Can you appeal it? Yeah. No point. But I may as well. I could ask them, hey, what if I stop promoting gambling? Could I keep the page? I could ask that, but they won't respond to me. They won't. I'll always follow you, Adam. Thank you. Why don't you just call them right now? I don't even know if they even gave me the number to call them. Can't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it when it said I couldn't sign in. I just thought there was an error. I messaged a few friends. I said, is Patreon down for you? I said, no, I'm just literally left a comment. They've removed my account. Like, is there a phone number? No. No. They said they take the removal of pages very seriously. You got rid of me because I'm promoting gambling. Been doing it for 2 years. You must do a great job then, because you've let me do it for 2 years if you care so much, and you're still letting everyone else's stay up. You got me because I'm exposing the matrix, Satan's tricks. That's why they got rid of me. Sick bastards. Simple as that. Sick bastards, and they'll burn in hell, these people. I'd rather struggle for the next year and a half of my life than be these people who've given their soul away. I'd rather be where I am right now. I wouldn't change it for the world. These people will get what's coming to them. The people who hate on me will get what's coming to them. They will. I have no doubt in my soul. They can say whatever they want. These lost souls, these people who've given in to the world, the flesh and the blood of the world, they're going to be in for the shock of their lives in the next year and a half or less. Wow, Agent D, good find. Wow. I can't, there's no number for Patreon. They didn't give me one. They give you that bullshit appeal page where they give you a limited amount of options. And they'll say, well, we're sorry, sir, we took a look at your appeal, but we've come to the conclusion that we are correct in our original thoughts and your channel has been deleted. That's all they do. These people don't care about me or my platform or how hard I've worked and how much money I'm going to lose. They don't care at all. Probably take pleasure in it. Like some people in the chat will take pleasure in the fact that I've just lost my main income. They're going to enjoy that. And very sad for them. Vengeance is God's portion. Don't recommence evil for evil. Yep, I agree. I'll just try and create a new platform, make it even better. 32222, by the way, I just randomly saw Patreon is offering betting picks illegal there, legal creations and benefits. Oh, there'll be loads of patrons doing sports decodes that'll never have the... Bambi, I've been doing this 2 years. I do the greatest code of my life, calling out revelation and how God's going to win. And then the morning of that, my Patreon's down. That's why it's gone. It's a spiritual battle. It's nothing to do with sports. Zero. Absolutely not 1% to do with sports. And whoever's behind it, it's because they don't like the truth. It's simple as that. It's not about me putting out sports picks. They would just, like, anytime somebody put one on Twitter, they'd remove it. If they don't care about sports, you winning and losing money. They don't. Calling out revelation and God and Satan and that stuff, the things that actually mean something, everything else is bullshit. Early in this world, it's bullshit. Other than maybe your family and that, like, all the other crap. that's used to distract us, like sports. It don't mean shit to me anymore. Patreon's 15, like Satan. Wow. Is Satan 15? What cipher? Satan has entered the chat. I'm going to start really working out. Yeah, I used to work out so much. Stopped recently. I focused so much on putting out content. So no, I won't be putting out as much content as anymore. I won't be doing these 3-hour live streams anymore either. I won't be able to do them. Sorry, unless, again, I figure out my income. I'm going to have to be working through the day. Use your fear to push you to overcome your bullied, bro. I think I've got nothing else to say. I got nothing else to say. So I'm going to go. I'll keep you updated on if I get a website, if I bother doing another Patreon. I'm not doing Discord. I won't go in Discord. People reckon I'm not doing Discord. That's done. I ain't going in that toxic environment where they can just remove my server at any point. I'm not doing Discord. So please don't ask me to do that. I'll either do another Patreon or set up a website, or I'll do neither. And I'll go back and just work a regular job and make the best out of it. And just have enough money to be okay. So I've got a lot to figure out. But I'll do life coaching as well. Hey, thank you for responding so quickly. All right, I'm going to be doing life coaching with somebody called Cam. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's my job. It ain't to decode sports anymore. Hardly anyone better than me at that, but I'm past it. I'm not bothered about doing it. Maybe somebody calls me and says, "Hey, Illusion, can I speak to you for an hour? Can you decode this game for me?" And that I might do it, but even then I'll probably say, "Nah, I'm done with sports." Or maybe they just want to talk about sports. I'll do it with them. I don't know. Don't know if I ever want to talk about it again. It's hard not to, because it really does wake people up, exposing them. I know I'm going to be fine. I know it. I'm going to do better than ever. And my soul will get stronger every day. Imagine my job is to help people spiritually grow, how much that's going to build my spirit, serving other people. Yes, there'll be a financial reward, but you reap what you sow. Be changing people's lives is what I want to do with this knowledge. And not just financially change people's lives, literally have them question their reality and get them closer to God. I'm excited. Let's do this. Adverse practice. I've never been all about sports. My content on Patreon was so vast, a wide variety of incredible stuff. So you were never there. You don't know. Like your movie, brother, don't let no one get in the way of your path. Thank you. I'll live your movie, not live your movie. People run to God first glimpse of their morns. I ain't running to God. God found me. I feel like God found me, and then I connected with him. I wasn't searching for God. God came to me. You've never had that, clearly. You probably never will. Not many people will. I didn't go searching for God. I didn't search for gematria. I didn't search to be a content creator. I didn't search for any of it. It found me. And I do believe I've been chosen, whatever you want to say. I feel it. And you don't know who I am. You don't know how I feel. So you can say whatever you want about me. You don't know anything. This could be the last time we communicate, Adam. No, it won't be. What makes you say that, happy face man? We'll always be in contact with each other. If you need my phone number, I'll give you it. Just tried to get on Patreon and it's gone. Yep, sorry, mate. They've just got rid of it completely. It's gone. I'm sorry, because I really value you, Fat Henry UK. But don't say that, Happy Face, man. I'll still go live. I'm still going to go live, just probably not as often. Probably not as often. Or maybe more than ever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I don't think too far ahead. I live in the present. Right now, the present is this. I've lost my Patreon. I've got to respond. That's where I'm at right now. But today I've got a coach. I've got to focus on that. I've got to plan an English class. Got to focus on that. I kind of need to go grocery shopping, which I really don't like doing, but I don't have time today to do that. I have to do that tomorrow. Yep. Until next time, baby. Hopefully next time I'll be more positive for you, but I've not been negative really here. I've been real like I always am. I always am real, unlike a lot of fake people in this world. How do we keep in touch? I have Twitter. I have an email, but I told you I've got 5,000 emails. It's hard for me to keep up with people contacting me via email. I may set up a new Patreon. If I do, I'll let you know on Twitter. I'll send you the link. I don't know. I don't know at this point, though, but if we're meant to stay in touch, we will. That's how I see it. Somebody might be setting me up a website. Maybe that's how we stay in touch. I don't want to give my phone number to everybody because, again, I get so many messages on WhatsApp. It's too much. You know what I mean? But I won't be cheesing today. Do you have Instagram? Yes, but not. I don't accept people I don't know. I just did a live stream recently with someone on Instagram. I think I got 45 people try follow me because they like me in the live stream, but I've not accepted any of them. So yeah, Instagram now. That's just for my close friends and family. I don't accept anybody. All right, I'm off. Cheers for all your support. Much love to you all. It is what it is. Yes, Jonam, it's not a coincidence. Thank you. You'll support me if I come up with a website. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will. I know for sure there'll be at least 100 people at least who'll support me. I know that. I know. So we'll figure it out, won't we? It is what it is. It's part of the script. It's part of my show. How am I going to respond? We'll find out, won't we? You'll find out. Illusion won't just disappear. It ain't just going. That's not how he operates. He'll be back, and he'll come back better than ever. That's what I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. All right. All right, guys. Take care. Much love to you all. I'll keep you updated. And thank you for everything. Thanks for supporting me. And I'll try to get to England in September, as long as I can figure out a way of making the money to allow me to fly over and enjoy it. So cheers. And much love.